swear the chicks is thicker. Reppin' for the team, that's the bench of Houston Sippers. She don't want your liquor, she don't want your chipper. She poppin' for a legend, that's a real masa flipper. This is for la raza, this is for la raza. I'm in my trap, casa whipping up the damn masa.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of the What Did He Said podcast. It's your boy Chingo, Bling.
And your girl, Maricel.
Hey, I love the energy. We got Rob in the building.
Hello, everyone.
And right now, welcome to the morning show. Y'all supposed to say morning show after I say morning show. Welcome to the morning. We got to get on the same beat. Welcome to the morning show.
Morning show.
We have Midnite representing Dallas, Texas.
What it do, baby? What's going on? What's up, baby?
Comedian Midnite, a.k.a. Jesus Castillo.
A.K.A. Thick Fit.
Hey.
Representing Oak Cliff.
I saw you on your
AKA
skit wearing the
Thickums.
thick and bougie.
Come on now.
Hey.
You know, hey, come
Thick
on now.
and bougie.
I got to let her know who I am. Thick and bougie.
And he brought his curls with him.
I brought the Superman curls back.
He brought
you know
the
what I'm
And
curls
he
out.
wore my hat.
I
The
look
thick and
like-
from my brand
Yeah.
the
Okay,
Thick and
where do
Bougie.
I watch this? Thick and bougie.
on Instagram.
Okay, is it
I
the most
wear
recent
it. I wear
post?
it on. I think I did it on the post, right?
Thick
I
and
think I
bougie.
saw it actually on Luis's, but
Oh
saw
yeah,
you
that
wearing
yeah
the
when we
hat.
did that skit. Yeah,
Yeah.
we did a little skit and I wore the hat that said Thick and Bougie.
Shout
on
out to Her Way Apparel.
hey, her way apparel.
I dig it. So Midnight's in town, and he's in town to do Houston. I know that might throw some people off. Like, hey, that was way better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Newsflash: some of this should be pre-recorded. But hey, representing Oak Cliff, man.
Oak Cliff, that's my hood. Put it in their face. Get that understood.
Let me tell you about Oak Cliff. Midnight. I went to. I stayed at your house a couple days, and I hit some of the mics for Midnight.
Yeah.
Midnight was like, hey, man, look, the way it works here in the Cliff, I need you to park in the street. I was like, I can't park in your driveway. He's like, no, man, there's some stuff that goes down in the Cliff you're not too privy to. I was like, all right. So I parked in the street, and then one morning we're getting up to, like, breakfast gym and do whatever. I walk out, and I was like, somebody must hit my car. And then I look like over my shoulder, and at the light, at the stop sign, there's like a car there, and two dudes arguing like, fuck, man, why you ain't? And I was like, I wonder what they're arguing about. And then they kind of turn, and then they're stuck in the median. So now I put two and two together, like, those are the, and I had just missed it. They had just hit the car.
Damn.
Yeah.
And but
Yeah,
it's all
I
good.
didn't
We
know-
got it fixed. We got it fixed.
I didn't know you were gonna bring it up like this.
So we brought you
Like,
here
yeah.
to give you this receipt from this body man, because my alignment's still a little fucked off.
All the lights
Yeah,
on the
man.
dash are on.
Look,
It looked like a
man.
Christmas tree in that.
Yeah, man, it's in Oak
Like
Cliff.
I won. Bling, bling,
Yeah,
bling, bling.
you know what I'm saying? It's Oak Cliff. People don't give a damn out there. Like, you know, they just do what they do over there, man. It's Oak Cliff, man. That's all.
I really
if
think
something bad
Chingo
happened.
hit something, but that's the
No.
story he gave me.
No, they actually hit him.
No,
they
they
actually hit him.
It was
Yeah,
parked
they
in the
actually hit
street.
him. He
She's
was
like,
parked
well,
in the
what were
street.
you doing? I was like, it was parked. Yeah, but what were you doing?
I was inside.
Sounds like a cop trying to
It was
trick
like
you
parked.
Yeah, no.
It was like first
parked.
48. I thought I was on When They See Us.
Hey, but you know, he had some real good shit. He parked under some real good shade.
It was good shade. That good cliff shade.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? The car didn't get that hot.
It's like,
Yeah.
'Cause this
Which,
heat,
by the
boy.
way, AC this time. Pardon the AC, like you usually say.
Pardon AC.
But what's happening? It's so hot outside, Marisol?
Well, it's a thing called climate change. What else is happening?
oh, well, I was coming in to the studio, and I was like, is this paint peeling? Because it's so hot. It's like melting
Did
the
you take
paint.
a picture of it?
Yeah.
No,
On the
I
door?
didn't. I didn't.
Is
But
it the door?
yeah.
yeah, the frame of the window.
Oh, it's probably like lamina, like aluminum or something.
Yeah.
This boy just said it in Spanish.
I know it better in Spanish. La lámina. Porque se
Lámina.
calienta la lámina.
Yeah. Then my dad would have said that.
So
Yes, sir.
welcome back to the city, and we just hung out. We just hung out in San Angelo.
San
and
Angelo. It
From
was-
time to time. Next year, be ready, man, because we're gonna need you on a lot more tour dates next year.
for sure, man.
So
I'm ready.
You
know
might
what
have to
I'm
quit your
saying?
full-time job. I don't know.
Hey, I'm ready to do that too. I'm ready to do that too, man. My full time job is crazy, man. I don't like it, man. It's like
Hey, Midnight,
I'm not
don't forget, anything on social media can be used against you with these corporate places. So let's watch that in case somebody at your job is listening.
Man,
They
I don't
tape
give a
record.
damn about this damn corporate job.
corporate.
Corporate job, man.
Corporate thug entertainment.
Corporate thug entertainment. That's what I need, man. I don't really give a damn about that corporate job, man.
How much are you able to say about this corporate job? Is there
just
a
that I don't like
cubicle?
it.
Are there ties and suits involved? Is this Wall Street? Are you
I
Wolf of
just
Wall Street?
I just say it deals with money.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I can look at people's overdraft.
Okay.
That's it. You don't got some NSFs.
You know who walking around with NSFs?
Yeah, I know somebody just got a regular balance fee.
And then you follow them on the gram. And you follow them on the gram.
You follow them on the gram, and they're over there flexing.
You know what's super embarrassing though? I mean, I appreciate Chase for always like watching your back, right? Like the minute they see like something that's not usual that you buy, they'll
the algorithm
automatically
be like,
decline the transaction, and they'll send you an alert like there's some fraud action happening.
Because when they call her, the first thing be like, bitch, why?
like you see all them girls
Where you
in
at?
the
Where you
yachts.
at? Where you at? I'm over here at the I'm over here at Arnie's. Okay, that's you? Okay, cool.
No,
That's how Chase be talking.
Man.
Or like the commercial where you're talking to yourself.
Yeah.
Girl, where you at?
It's crazy because I feel so embarrassed, you know? Like your card gets denied and I'm like
Chingo Bling wife over here on aisle 7 can't NSF.
She can't get these oranges out here.
I just went to go buy Penny PJs because I'm mama over here trying to make them 12 months work.
Well, baby's growing so fast.
She grows so fast, you know? So
PJ.
I'm really trying to force her to wear these 6 to 12
So I'm trying to
months.
like pull shirts on and off, and it's like,
So I finally went to go get her some, right? And they last so long. That's the only reason why I buy this brand. It's not because, I be buying Penny only
the flyers.
these, brands or whatever.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm there and I'm paying, right? Because I got all. And the worst part is the stuff's on clearance. So not only are you buying
And they
stuff,
recognize you.
Yeah, not only is it on clearance, but somebody recognized me.
Did they really?
Yeah. And then I'm like, luckily that person walked off and said, "Oh, I follow you." I'm like, "Oh, okay, thanks."
As your shit's getting denied and rejected.
And then I'm about to pay, and she's like, "Is it debit?" I said, "Yeah." She goes, "Okay, you got to swipe it." And I was like, "Oh, for debit?" She's like, "Yeah." I was like, "All right." And it says declined. And I said, "I really don't know why it's declined." I was like, "It should go through." And then she's like, "Oh, okay, no worries. Let's do it again." I was like, "Okay." So I swipe it again. Then I said, Chase is really weird about those things. I said, and I like give her the whole spiel that I just gave y'all, right? And then she just smiled. She goes, "No, I understand." She goes, "I didn't even know Chase did that." I was like,
Yeah.
Now I was looking like I was a liar because she's like, "Oh, I didn't even know Chase did that. I bank with Chase." I'm like, "Oh, you must do your shopping like normal." I said, "But the minute they see something out of the norm, they will decline your card."
You should have been like, "You have a civilian account, huh?"
So then she's like, "Okay, it was declined again. Do you want to try another card?" And I'm like, "Okay,
Let me call Chase.
Let me go ahead." No, at this point there was no text alert coming through, so I was like,
You couldn't even call Chase.
nah.
Google.
I was
Chase
like,
phone
"Oh
number?
my god!" So anyway, she goes, "Why don't you do the chip?" I said, "Okay," and then I put it with the chip,
Then
and
it
it
worked.
finally it
Mhm.
worked. And she goes, "Oh, I'm sorry, I'm new. It's the other way around. So
I
if it was
fucked up.
credit,
You
you
swipe.
swipe.
Yeah, who
If it was
doesn't know
debit."
that?
And I was like, "Yeah, see, that's why I was putting it in my card." I was like, I thought it was weird that you were asking me to swipe. I was so embarrassed,
I
Midnite.
thought that was gonna
Yeah.
happen to me at a Cracker Barrel. I went to pay. You know how you have to go to the gift shop because they're smart. Walk through the gift shop when you come in this bitch and when you leave this bitch. And if you have to pee, you walking through that fucking gift shop. Anyway, I go to pay, and I was like, I wanted to crack a joke. I was sitting there waiting to see if it went through, and the lady next to me, she's like, "Oh no, the card was tripping." Sorry, y'all. The card was it's like open mic midnight. Welcome to Houston.
No.
The card
I
was
see.
tripping. The card was tripping, and the cashier lady was like, "Oh no, don't worry." She probably sees this happen all the time for different reasons, and she was like, "Don't worry, it's not your fault." I was like, I cracked a joke. I was like, "It might be, And the lady next to me started cracking up, like, "I'm did too much shopping, huh?" But
I hate it when they say you want to try another card. Bitch, that's the only card I got. That's the only card I got. It doesn't have a chip. No, it's a
Okay,
temporary
so check
card
this out.
anyway.
We have 0 credit cards, right? Oh wait, we do have 1 credit card. It's not even. It's used for like to buy flights, and we only do it for the point. Anyway, it's
Southwest.
Southwest card. We only do it for that. So I don't. So technically, I don't have a credit card because it's only used for one purpose
it's
only.
just like a business revolving.
Everything else is we have other debit cards that are for separate things or whatever. So it was like, okay, she goes, "We have another card." So I have another debit card. Like, I don't have a credit card if that's what you're asking me. I hate when people say, "Do you have a credit card that you can?" No, I don't. And let me tell you why else we had to get a credit card. Because when we rent cars to go out of town,
They
they
make
wouldn't
you.
take my damn debit card. I used to get so mad.
So
I
pretty
used to
much
get
we
that
were
too.
we were purposely credit card free for as long as possible.
Yeah, for just about for 4 years. I mean, we had
trying
no
to
debt.
consolidate debt. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You cash is king.
Trying to be debt free.
And you know you got to get the 7 baby steps.
7 baby
You know what I'm
steps,
saying?
baby.
And you know
$1,000 emergency fund.
an emergency fund.
We got
and-
Midnight Ramsey.
No, man, I was big into Ramsey
Ramsey.
because I was like in debt too. So like I'm still like getting out of debt. So and finally, I think this month I'm like, ooh, you know what I'm saying? You know
That
what I'm
is
saying?
such a
Debt
good
free
feeling.
community.
Bro, come on, you know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm talking about?
Except for them tickets that I got recently, but you know what I'm saying?
But that's something.
But you know that's something else.
That's another subject.
That's another subject. You know what I'm saying? I got little warrants, but you know what I'm saying? They're not here in Houston. They ain't gonna pick me up out here.
That's a whole nother
You know what I'm saying? That's a whole nother county out there. You know what I'm saying? Got to get them surcharges out there. Also, get your license suspended out here. Yeah, but you know that's a whole different story for another
And that's,
Episode.
and that's what these 7 shows in Houston were for.
Yeah, the 7
Surcharges.
shows is for the surcharges alone.
The surcharge
You know what I'm saying?
tour.
Go ahead, get that attorney Pepe
The Pew.
LePew.
What's that GoFundMe Midnight for you?
GoFundMe at Cash App.
At Snapchat Premium.
At SnapchatPremium.com, Midnite.com.
Oh,
He's got pretty feet.
And I
everyone.
spelled that MIDNITE. I spelled it like that because I just got my GED.
Hey.
Come on.
Did you go to Retro?
Yeah, I did.
Okay,
Cafe de Olla.
Okay, I
yeah,
see you with the
keeping it
retro.
local. Okay.
Yeah,
Retro
keeping
spec.
it local.
I'm
Man,
going to go
it-
ahead and let I'm
it-
gonna give
it-
shout
it's-
out to Retro.
I've been so excited to come out to the thing, to the podcast, you know what I'm saying? Because I've been watching y'all with the podcast. And in my whole thing, I know y'all, but I became a fan of y'all too.
Oh.
I
You
feel
know what
like
I'm
I
saying?
know y'all.
No, I do know y'all, and I know y'all, and I'm like, I didn't know that. And like, I watched the podcast, like, I didn't know that.
As you're listening.
And I'm not listening. I'm over here listening. Oh my God, I was there when that happened. I know that. Like, you know, I get so
I was
excited
on that
stuff.
trip.
I was on. Oh my God, I know what she's talking about because I was right there, and I saw her arguing. I saw her arguing with the lady on the phone. I know. You
I
know?
saw the car get
I
declined.
saw it. You know. Man,
Yo.
it's just so cool to come back. You know.
Yo, so you just had a birthday.
Yeah,
we,
yeah. Come on
we
now.
sang
How old
to
are you, Midnight?
Man, I'm 35. Man,
Hey.
30 fizzy.
Hey, the fizzle.
Come on now.
The 3 fizzle.
Dizzle.
Rob, how old are you again?
29.
Oh, Rob, I'm so mad.
Man,
at
you ain't even hit the 3s yet, bro.
He's gonna hit it this year.
October,
then.
yeah.
October.
Come on.
Man, you know what? Look, man, I'm 35, man, but you know, I look like I'm about Rob's age.
What advice can you give Rob of your first 5 years in your 30s?
For 5 years in my
'Cause
30s.
Rob's nervous about the 3-0.
Give it.
Look, man, half of the time I don't know what the hell I'm doing. I'm just gonna
Figuring it out
I'm
day,
just, you know,
as the day goes.
just go day by day with it. Like don't think that you got it figured out, or don't try to figure it out all at once, because you're not gonna figure it out until it's too late.
Did you have expectations for your 30s now that you're five years in?
Hell no, man. I thought when I was 25, I thought like in my 30s I was gonna be a millionaire. I thought I was gonna have a yacht. You know what I'm saying, with them little thotties in there. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, everybody tries to hit. Everybody sets the 30 as like the millionaire mark. That's always
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
man, I'll make that million before
Oh, yeah,
30,
I'm
man.
gonna
And then
be-
that 30 comes, and he's like, okay, well, shit, okay.
Yeah, I thought it was gonna be
30
Mark Zuckerberg.
Yeah, 32 and a half.
Yeah, 32 and a half. I thought it was going to be Mark Zuckerberg. I thought it was going to be Elon Musk. I thought it was going to be, I thought it was going to be, what's that dude from Dallas Mavericks? Mark Cuban.
Mark Cuban, man.
And yeah, I thought I was going to be all them. I thought I was going to be the .com guy. But I don't even know nothing about computers. Like, you know,
Well, you just,
like I really don't. Like, I
just thought.
just thought, you know what I'm saying, I'm going to be a computer
But
man.
you do know how to draw like hell.
I know, I do know how to draw, you know what I'm saying, but I can't be no millionaire off of that. Yeah,
Yeah.
thank you. I appreciate that.
design.
You know, my design. I
Shout
do,
out
like,
to Midnight. He designed a few of my shirts
Thank you, I appreciate
with
it.
my first apparel collection.
Let me tell you how I did that. Like,
he was my my designer,
What?
my graphic designer.
Yeah, let me
For
tell
my
you
first
how I
collection.
started that. I was doing comedy way before I started, or like no. Let me go back. I was promoting, and then I was trying to promote my own shows, not my own shows, but like
Your own nights.
promote club
Oh.
nights, and it was just me by myself. So I was
You were
like,
the only one on the
I was just promoting the club because they gave me a club night because I was doing all these clubs, being the MC and stuff like that. And then I was promoting my own night, and I didn't know that it costed that much to do a flyer. You know what I'm saying?
You're like, fuck, how am I
and
promote?
I was on a budget. Like the budget was $10, and I was over them $10. You know what I'm saying? So I had to learn very quick how to
Make
like
flyers.
Is
make
this in the
fly-
MySpace days or how?
Yeah, this was actually like the end of this MySpace days, and what I did is I looked on YouTube, and I Googled how to use Photoshop, and I did all in like 3 nights. I became an expert on Photoshop.
on number tutorials.
To the point where, like, I stopped doing the promotions and I started doing flyers for people. I was like, you know what? I'm bad at this. I'm bad at this promotion thing. Let me go ahead and do this right here, because I was already artistic. Like, you know, I already know how to put like patterns together and you know how things look nice and everything, and I knew how to mimic other flyers that were out there.
Like shit
So,
you like.
yeah, shit that I liked, and it just made it look good. And plus, I was cheap. I was way cheaper than the other guys because I was like barely learning.
So you were
So I was
stepping
like-
on toes.
Boy, I was stepping on toes big time. And the
You were smart.
reason why, because
You gotta be the
it made it
competitor.
easier for me, and plus every time I did a flyer, I learned real quick how to do flyers.
So every flyer was practice.
Yeah, so like my turnaround would be the next day on a flyer, and it would look nice.
You would go.
Yeah, because like that's all I did. That's all I did, and like I would work, like I would have no sleep. I'm talking about like when the whole Swisher's House era, when it says you don't
grind,
sleep,
you don't eat.
yeah, you don't sleep, you don't eat, whatever, like
You don't.
something,
Yeah, you
something
don't
about some
grind.
sleep.
You don't eat. Yeah.
Something about some sleep.
Something about
Something
some
about
sleep. Like if you don't sleep, if you sleep, you don't eat.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you sleep, you don't
Fuck
eat.
that. I love sleep.
Yeah, meanwhere, yeah, exactly.
Yeah. But
Love
like you know, what I'm saying that came a real bad habit, and fucked up my health. But like you know, it's when you're determined to do something, man. And man, YouTube saved my life.
YouTube saved my life.
For real.
I like those beat making tutorials on YouTube.
Yeah, man. Like you can learn anything now.
Except they're all using different software than
Yeah.
what I have. I'm
Right.
like, fuck, I don't have
Ex-
that.
Gotta
Exactly.
paste it together.
Yeah.
Are you hot?
Like
baby?
even now,
Huh?
You're hot.
Why you
You're
saying
kind of
I'm hot?
sweating.
I'm sweating?
Yeah.
no, he just
Make
shining
my
because
skin just glowing. You know, like
you
I
know
said
when you a
before.
star, you shine,
He's
baby.
40 and flirty.
You know what I'm saying? When you 40, flirty, and thriving.
Hey, 40 is the new.
So what's your 30s? You're not done with your 30s, but what's your 30s advice
Expectations.
for Rob?
Yeah, give me some of that early 30s advice.
So I'm gonna say I feel like when I turned 30 that I saw things totally different, and I felt like I wasted a lot of my time in my 20s. So it was like now in my 30s, it's like everything I do has a purpose versus before it was like, oh, okay, this sounds like a cool thing to try or a good idea. Now it's like, does it benefit me? What does it do for me? What do I gain
Does
from
it serve
it?
me?
Does it serve a purpose to me? Those are all the questions I ask myself now.
Man, let me write that down right
They,
there.
they say that I can't remember if it's like I'm gonna totally fuck up this quote, but it's like in your 20s, I don't know what it is, but in your 30s, I think you start to manage your money better. I think your 40s, you start to manage your time, or one of those. And one of them's like your energy.
When you gonna start doing like the whole life? When do you
need-
when do you organize your whole life
I just,
together?
yeah, I just need to Google that shit, but it makes sense because now time is definitely of the essence, right?
Yeah.
You have to it's about managing your energy and like I saw some people jogging right now. I was like, bro, why are you jogging right fucking now? It's hot as shit outside. Like
That's taking years off your
if
life.
that's the only time you had to exercise, like you might want to take your ass indoors and figure something else out.
The
What'd you
YMCA
say?
has a
What'd you
track
say,
and
Rob? Would you say that it takes years off your life?
Yeah. No.
jogging?
I'm just saying, like, it's
Nah.
105
Oh.
degrees
Well,
outside.
out there it's hot
I
as
thought you
fuck.
said for jogging. I'm
It's
like,
hot
man,
as
then
fuck.
I've
He
been
jumped
doing
on that real quick. Like,
Then
oh,
I've
shit, I
been
shouldn't
doing it right. You
It's
know?
so hot out there.
Yeah, I
man.
think that's for me. Like just life. I see life totally different versus in my 20s. I was always also very risky in my 20s. I was down for when I went to California. It's not paragliding.
Parasail?
No, it's not
Cliff
parasailing.
base
It's like
jumping.
I forget what it's called, but it's para something where basically you have to be like trained or you have
They
to be
like jump off
certified.
a cliff.
But you
Oh,
jump off a
no.
cliff,
I would
right?
never do that.
So I did that in San Diego, and I have pictures and I have video, and it was great, and I was all for it when I did it, and I was like, this was an amazing experience. Well, I bumped into those pictures the other day. It like reminded me on Facebook, and I was like, oh my God, my
Why?
life insurance
Yeah.
wouldn't have covered if I would have died.
You signed a paper.
Like
Yeah,
I
right.
signed a paper, my life insurance wouldn't have covered
No.
anything. So now it would have been a burden on my mom, having to figure out how you gonna pay for my funeral.
Well,
You know
you
how
out
you gonna
there-
cremate me?
Yeah, because the insurance was like, you out there jumping off a rock.
Yeah, exactly.
Out your own
Insurance
free
don't cover
will.
you.
Gente
Nobody
manda.
pushed you, nothing.
Exactly.
Por.
Just little things like that. You take a little bit more risks in your 20s, and I don't think that I'd take those risks.
My
right
advice
now.
would be this: find you like some 40-year-old people and kind of see what they doing, you know, and be like, because think about it, they already lived through the 30s.
Yeah.
So now we trying to like, shit, this is shit I should have been doing when I was 30. That's kind of what the fuck I'm doing. Like
That's-
rest.
Well, you like, I feel like you do. You like, yeah, you do got a point. But look, I'll be like, I know some 65-year-olds,
It ain't doing shit.
aka parents, like that that think
AKA.
that give really bad advice to their kids, man. And
Oh,
I
yeah.
feel like they don't have it figured out either. You know, if they would have had it figured out, they would have been in a better position.
That's a good point.
You know what I'm saying? So not
Not everybody.
not everybody.
But some,
Get you some successful 45-year-olds.
people
Yeah.
that are maybe doing some stuff that or living in a way that like I kind of wouldn't mind living like that.
Well,
Yeah,
I
everyone
think-
needs a mentor, right?
Rob's pretty mature though, because remember when we asked him how old he was, I was like, what?
Yeah.
Because you
met-
don't talk like someone who's in their 20s, like the way you speak and the knowledge that you have. I am going to give you credit for
I
that.
appreciate that. I get that a lot. I don't know. I mean, I'm a total goofball and I like being silly, but at the same time, like I'm trying to be ahead of the curve.
Well, yeah, you're pretty focused.
Yeah. But, you know, I did take a lot of risks, all kinds of risks in my 20s. I wouldn't take anything back, but, like, from business to just...
That's the time, right?
Yeah,
If
yeah.
you're gonna take chances and like not have regrets, that's probably around the time, you know, to do it, I guess.
For sure.
Yeah, like in your 20s.
Yeah.
Yeah, I took a lot of risks.
When do you
All of
think
them
you
failed.
finally had it together? Well, I think you
barely like we talked about this on the last episode. Like, is this the best shape you've been in ever?
Yeah,
It's like, yeah.
Hey, the compliments Chingo's getting on these
40.
videos... Like,
Oh, I don't
well,
know.
Yeah. People just like...
I don't look at those.
Oh.
But there's screenshots.
That's how
They're
you-
like they're affirmations. They're on my fridge right
Come
now.
on, his bicep is jumping right now. He ain't even
I
doing
know.
nothing.
Jumping out the
Look,
gym.
looking down there, twerking out
Well,
the gym.
I went to go buy him clothes for the shows this weekend.
You like how I brought it back to me?
I
Yeah.
did. I love it.
And
So I'm turning 40.
Professional.
And
Professional.
what's up with me?
Fuck, you're 29, Rob. I'm turning 40.
It's like Midnight. Hang on a sec. More about me in a
It
second.
started about Midnight's birthday.
Man, you don't even look 40, man. You
Not
look,
at all.
You know, you look like a like a strong
Like a young tender.
like a strong 30. You look like a strong 30.
Tenderoni.
Like a tenderoni.
Yeah. I was gonna say macaroni. I was
Rob
Yeah.
don't know that song?
No.
Thing about a roni. That's a
Oh,
Bobby, was it
man.
Bobby
By
Brown.
Bobby Brown.
brown tenderoni, baby.
Yeah, we're older. That's
Yeah,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying.
1989, guys. I was born in 89.
Oh my God, Rob.
89.
89.
Man.
89, yeah.
79.
On the cusp of 90.
Wow.
Of
Yeah.
the 90s. Yeah.
Bobby
Y'all
Brown.
ever watch those CNN documentaries, like the decades?
Mm-mm.
Where it's like the 90s. It's like 10 episodes. Everything from
Mhm.
like film to politics to war to everything. Pop culture.
Yeah, I ain't never had cable.
It's on
like-
Netflix and I'm using your code.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
I was wondering, like,
No, we're not anymore. Remember,
not
it
anymore?
kicked us out.
Oh.
oh yeah, because I
Well,
had,
now-
you know,
okay.
you know what I'm saying, I was getting my finances in order.
Well, remember
I had
we
to,
had
I had to cut that. I had to cut
You
that
know what I'm
Netflix
saying?
account.
Shit. You heard Dave Ramsey
Just
talking
come
to you
on,
like,
ladies,
you know, if
yeah,
you
man,
can't,
man.
you know,
You
put
know.
it on hold.
It
Well,
was a whole 3 months.
Remember, I told you I was like, no, we've been
You on a
using your
grind.
account, Midnight.
Yeah.
What are you talking about? Well, we come back from San Angelo. I'm watching TV in the room. I'm like, oh, Midnight, you didn't pay your bill.
Damn, midnight.
Say,
Shit.
come on now. You don't have to put me out like that. You
No,
know,
it's not that he didn't pay it. He just was on his grind.
you
So
know
he
I had to sacrifice.
He didn't have time to be watching TV.
He
You know
didn't
what I'm
update
saying?
his card, is what you mean.
He had time to nickel and dime.
Well, that is what they talk about. It's like membership. It's a luxury to have a gym membership. It's a luxury to have any membership that you have that you like. Even Prime, having Prime, Amazon Prime.
It depends on how you look at those things. I
Yeah.
would argue that some of those things are like necessary.
Well, I'm gonna tell you something, man.
I'm going to tell you so, man.
I'm
tell
gonna
you
tell you
something.
something, man. Everything is a luxury. All you need is a home. You know what I'm saying? And some love and some food.
and some warm corn.
That's it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know.
I do make some killer cornbread.
Yeah, my baby's
come on now.
cornbread.
Hey, my girl made me some Napalas.
No,
You know what I'm saying?
Nopolis.
And Nopolis. That's cactus for everybody that don't know. Cactus, we grow it right there in the backyard.
No shit.
Yeah, man, we grow it in the
Nice.
backyard. Go out there, man. She got like 16 splinters in her hand. Just trying to
She
get the
whipping it up.
Come on now,
Let
whipping it.
me ask you: is there a way you can cut a piece of the nopal and then grow another one?
Yeah.
How does that work? You know how to do it?
No, I don't know how to do it, but there's a way. I don't-
Well,
I
your
don't-
dad, when he tries to give me like vegetable plants, I'm like, I don't have a bin. Like, where do I grow it? He's like, no, I'll
It's
come
like
do it.
Dad,
I'll
it's
come do it.
astroturf.
Yeah,
I'm like,
right.
come do it for me. He's like, oh, because he said, you know how we have that little piece of
On the side.
On the side.
Mhm.
He's like, we can do it there. Honestly, what I want to do is actually like a little. Have you seen those tins that they
tin.
do where
A
you
retro.
Can, a retro.
Oh, yeah,
but
yeah.
you can use those to
planter's
grow.
box.
Yeah, so you can use those to
It's like
actually
a
grow
horse trough.
vegetables or fruit, whatever it is that you want to grow. You can do that. I'd love to do that. And I think it would give us like
A little bit of homely.
yeah,
feeling,
just like
nature.
you know. I feel like I'm eating.
Well, it might be therapeutic too, right? Because like,
to take care of it.
Yeah.
but
you
then
know.
again, it's too hot to be gardening.
For
so,
real. You
yeah,
know
fuck
what?
all that. Anyway, scratch that.
Well, yeah, check out. My mom waters her plants at night, right? And so just happened she was out there watering the plants. Fucking bee just bit her. Her
Oh,
hand
yeah.
got about this huge.
You know what else is also awesome? Curbside pickup.
Oh,
Curbside.
Another
hello.
luxury.
Yeah, babe.
Groceries.
Oh, grocery. Okay. yeah.
Okay, well now we do delivery, homie.
Oh, you get shipped
Oh,
over here?
No. HEB comes drops it off.
Oh, well, Shipt works inside of some HEBs. So that's why I thought. There's a company called Shipt.
Oh,
You can
really?
go through them. I don't know if it's cheaper or whatever, but they'll go to HEB and get it for you.
$4.95.
Have you ever been
Oh.
confused for a shopper, like one of them people?
A mystery shopper?
No. Like a
No, they have the shoppers.
like
that
like
go
you
through.
work
They
shopper.
pick-
Yeah.
pickers.
No.
They pick
motherfucker
your
asked me some shit.
Because we're
Like,
Mexican.
bitch, because I'm looking at my phone, motherfucker. Like, oh, I don't know. She look like what? Like I don't shop here in this neighborhood, bitch.
Come on, man.
Or you're looking at your
you
phone.
you see my biceps?
You know what I'm talking about?
You see my biceps? You think I work
Going
here?
back to Chingo.
Bring it back to me.
No, real talk. So I went to go buy
Oh,
the
that's right.
clothes
That's
for the
where we
show. Yeah.
Matter of fact,
And
these
s-
pants are looking a little baggy.
Yeah, they were. Today I was
Back
like,
to Chingo right there.
You know what I'm talking about?
Skinny
babe, let me
jeans.
finish the story. And I was like, oh my God, you look really good.
Hey.
He looked really good. I got him a size small in shirts.
Hey, I'm a little small.
We went
now.
from large.
I'm a swole small.
Large. Then he went down to a medium, and mediums were kind of iffy. It was like a large, medium sometimes,
In between.
in-betweeners. And then it was like, okay. I went shopping for him. I was like, gosh, the medium looks really big. I was like, nah, I'm going to have to go small. Sure enough. I had to go get him new gym clothes because the gym clothes he's swimming in it.
Bro, back in my rap days, I was wearing like 2X tall. Stupid shit like that.
Yeah.
Looking like a bata.
Oh,
Like a baby about to ask for a titi and shit.
Hey, it's
Like,
in
I'm
style now,
sleepy.
babe, though. The girls are wearing the oversized T-shirts with
Whoa,
cool
fuck.
dad shoes.
They must have got that from the,
I'm about to do that with your
from
Latino
the Houston
as fuck,
rappers in 06.
That's every white girl at
Yeah.
every college, though.
Yeah. I'm
Oh,
about
the
to do that
oversized?
this
Mhm.
weekend with one of your shirts.
Okay, let me see it.
Mhm.
All the oversized stuff fit me good. It fit me like
Just
to the
right.
T, just right. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no oversized nothing up here. It just, fit good.
Home of the killers.
Home of the G's.
When can I buy me a taco shirt, man? Where they at?
The website will be up I think these 2 weeks.
Okay.
what I'm saying?
ILiveTacos.com.
ILiveTacos.com. My MidniteComedy.com is already up. Also, what else? Yeah, I
Your
think
merch
that's
is
it. Oh yeah,
on-
my
on-
podcast too. My podcast, the new podcast
Midnight
is
Snacks?
coming soon. Midnight Snacks, and that's on all platforms right now. You
Proud
can
of
hear,
you, man.
You
Proud
can hear
of
some
you.
of them. I got like about 11 episodes out there.
Hey.
Episodes.
Episodes.
I'm talking,
Episodes.
he don't give a
And man, look, I talk this slang because I come from
Oak Cliff.
from Oak Cliff, and I know some people say I sound real urban.
There we go,
You
guys.
fit in urban
We're about
radio.
to go down
You know
this
what I'm saying?
lane.
No, this
Who's
is right.
ready? I hope YouTube is
Yeah.
ready.
No, like for real, like I grew up in a special kind of way, and there's a lot of people that grow up the same way I do. Like my parents are like come straight from Mexico, but like what's the name? They settle in a very urban environment.
Neighborhood.
Yeah, neighborhood.
They were settlers.
You know what I'm saying? They settle. I ain't gonna say it all that, but I'm just trying to sound educated. You know what I'm saying?
He's about to use
You know what I'm saying?
roundabout right now.
No, those. Hey, come on now.
Midnite's so charming.
Look, hey man, look all those words that y'all just said right there. I ain't never said in my vocabulary. Never. I ain't never said roundabout. I ain't never said cul-de-sac. I ain't even know what a cul-de-sac was. I thought like it was a cold sack of food or something. I thought it was something like that.
But now you pulling up riding forms.
Come on now, you know what I'm saying? Rendezvous.
He pulled
I
up
got
a
a 2003.
Rendezvous.
I got a yeah. I ride foreign all the time, baby. That's French. You ain't know that shit. It's a Buick Rendezvous.
Buick Rendezvous.
It's a Buick Rendezvous.
Did you know cul-de-sac is French as well?
It's a cul-de-sac.
Cul-de-sac is French.
Oh, baby,
Le cul-de-sac.
I could tell people I know 3 languages in. Come on now.
Rendezvous.
Rendezvouses.
About to have 2 rendezvous.
Man, come on now. We're gonna get 2 rendezvouses.
Hey, how you gonna pose in front of your rendezvous when you
You
put
know
it
what
on
I'm saying?
Instagram?
With some money on the ground. With some money on the ground and like a pistol with nothing in the chamber. Nothing,
Oh my god!
like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know.
Nerf.
Come on now. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna have my girl like squatting like a prison pose.
Squat.
You know what I'm saying? Squatting in prison pose, and she gonna have 2 guns like this, like crossing each other, like this, and I'm gonna be on like in the back of her, I'll be like this,
Like saying stop the violence.
like, you know what I'm saying? Stop the violence. With my 2 rendezvouses,
Oh my goodness.
we're gonna have 2 rendezvouses, one brown and the other one dark brown.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
2-tone.
2-tone.
Brown and proud.
Come on now. You know what I'm saying? What was it saying? Oh yeah, man.
Where
yeah.
you were from? Your parents settled.
They settled down in a in an urban neighborhood, and we went like the schools there were a lot of like the teachers were. It was like a low income area, and some of the teachers were like real country, and like real like, you know, most of my teachers were all black. All black. All my like friends were all black. I was probably like the only. Me and some other little dude, but he was mixed, and I was like full blood Mexican. But like all of us were all in.
Was that your nickname, Full Blood?
No, they used to call me Yellow.
Okay.
And
They thought you was Yellowbone.
yeah, because they thought I was Yellow Bone.
Okay.
You know,
For
they
the
thought
girls.
I had a little, you know, a little Cherokee in me or something.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? For real, I'm not even making this
No
up.
shit.
Yeah, like, you know, it was like that for a long time, you know, until like they started
They
implementing
thought
like.
you was like Creole. Or something?
Yeah, they thought I was. They just thought I was just like, you know, man, he got a little Indian in him, you know, like little Apache, little Geronimo in there, you know what I'm saying? and that's like they, you know, I didn't know either. Like for like the first few like years of my life, I didn't know I was Mexican.
What'd you think?
Because
you
they
were?
like my mom didn't say, hey, you're out of my womb, you're Mexican. No, she didn't say like. She
All right, everybody.
I mean,
family
your
meeting.
name, Jesus Castillo, didn't
Yeah,
give it
but
away.
like-
But when you're a
No, it
kid, you're
doesn't-
just growing up American.
Yeah, you're just growing up. Like my mom didn't like give that conversation to
Labels
us
and
or
categories.
or category. Like she didn't tell us you're Mexican.
She's like, the Telemundo didn't give it away?
No, not even that. It's just I thought everybody else was like
Okay,
that.
let's go into the story because I know the story
Yeah.
already. Let them know about the potluck, how that happened, how you discovered that not
That you were
everybody
Mexican?
eats the same thing you do.
Yeah, man. I went up there, man.
This was a school potluck.
So it's a school potluck, right? And everybody brings in like I said, like people start bringing macaroni, and
What grade?
huh?
What grade?
I never had a
It was
potluck
like-
in
it
school
was
that
like
I
a
can
s-
recall.
Pot-
We
it
would
like-
bring
Is this a job?
we
Yeah.
bring cookies
No,
if you had to bring
second
anything.
grade.
I didn't.
It was
Second
like,
grade.
It was like second grade.
I didn't know what a potluck was
And
until
we
like
were
3 years
And
ago.
we're like, everybody has to bring something from home that their mom made or something like that. You know, just I don't know why.
Okay.
Because I don't really remember. I never paid attention.
The teachers were hungry.
Yeah,
Then what happened?
yeah, and so we had like a little party, the potluck thing, and everybody started bringing their like, you know, stuff. Like they had macaroni. One of them had like cornbread. The other one was like black eyed peas and rice and stuff like that. And then I come up there, I had like salsa with fucking with cheese dip in there, and like it was the hottest thing, the spiciest thing that we had on there, and like and people and like all my kids were like, "What's that?" And like at the end of the day, they started like they loved it. They loved the little cheese salsa dip.
Oh, that's all you.
That's
took?
all I read because
Cheese
like, you
sauce?
know what I'm saying, but they can't afford no more.
Ya,
Like,
con eso.
ya, ¿para qué me haces ya con eso? You know, my mom wanted something easy to do, so that's what she did.
They're like, but it say country crock on the outside.
No, man, we brought it in a little. It looked like a crock pot, but it was a small one,
Oh,
and it had a handle.
mini
So it was
ones,
melted.
Yeah, and it was like that, and so like you put it on that, and my mom was so extra sometimes, man. She didn't have to. She could have used a damn Tupper. You know what I'm saying? But my mom be extra. She wanted to be
her
a
own
little, yeah. She bought a
extension
little, you know what I'm saying? And it was not a crock pot, but it was just a little handle, and it looked real nice. You know what I'm saying? Now that I look at it, I was like, damn, this should and you know, my mom was being a little extra. And so I just set it down like that, and everybody's like, oh, they opened it, and it's like, what is this? And then they started like putting some chips in it, and they're like, oh yeah, it was nice.
You
And
think
that's
people
like-
could do that these days? Kids take food from
No,
home?
you're not allowed to
I didn't
anymore.
think so.
They're not
It
allowed
has
to
to be
share.
sealed. Like if you bring anything, it has to be sealed from the store. Like show that you've not opened it at home.
Look, man, back in the day.
Oh, we're like you can't cook stuff at home.
Like you can't cook stuff at home. They ask you. I think the last activity I volunteered for at Mickey's school, it was like bring strawberries. Make sure you wash them, but don't cut them.
What
So
that mean?
which I thought was really weird. I'm
Mhm.
like, okay,
They're like,
which
Just
means don't
because
cut.
some people don't know how to wash
like
dishes.
don't slice them up. You know what I'm saying? To where you can serve them. Like go
Mhm.
ahead and wash them. Bring them washed because they didn't have nowhere to wash them because the event was going to happen outside.
Mhm.
And so I was like, this is really interesting. It's so weird now. Like now you sign up for stuff like and the teacher tells you like there's a parent that takes care of like what the class is doing and then you sign up for whatever they want you to sign up for. It's not like let me bring this or that. It's like this is what we need, bring this.
Question:
Yeah.
do you think that is because they kind of know some people don't know how to wash their dishes?
I mean, think about it though. We really don't know, like, if that person washed their hands, period, when they made whatever item it is that they're
True.
bringing.
'Cause some people.
That's why I was weird even at okay, so I didn't ever experience potlucks until I started working in corporate America.
Yeah.
I had no idea what a potluck was. I was like, what does that even mean? Like potluck. That to me
Hello,
sounds
we
like
didn't call
some
it a
kind
potluck.
of
We just called it a party.
potluck
I
to
didn't know
me,
potluck until
I felt was something like maybe St. Patty's Day related. I had no idea what it was, to be
Yeah.
honest with you. Anyway, I know. And anyway, so I remember I was like, okay, I'm gonna bring this, but I'm not eating nobody else's food.
Nah, yeah.
Like I don't know what y'all do at y'all's house, so no, thank you.
Yeah, because man, you be going to some people's house and you be like, damn, she dirty. Like they be clothes everywhere.
The bathroom tells
they-
you a lot.
Yeah, and they just be a bad smell.
How someone's bathroom looks tells you a lot.
Yeah.
To me.
But we ain't here to gossip.
Yeah, we ain't here to gossip, you know what I'm saying? We just, like you go in there and you be like,
The kitchen and the bathroom are the two things for me that must always be. I can handle my room being messy, like clothes from where you've changed on the sofa. But
Wink, wink.
wing wing.
but
Goes back to Chingo.
Bring it back to me.
Good or bad?
Yeah.
but
Tremendous.
but the bathroom and the kitchen must be. Like yesterday, he was helping me clean up, and he goes, "Okay, let me help you clean up because we're gonna be here all night."
She was
He's
like, "Hey, thank you for washing the dishes." I was like, "No, I'm doing this for me," because
Yeah.
I was like, "So are we done? Like, how spick and span?"
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. How spick and span are we
do
having?
we
I was like,
need
no,
this
we're
for
good.
you to relax so we could go to
That's
sleep?
Do I need to
good.
put that white glove on and
Do I need
you know?
to put the black light?
I said, no, we're good. Thank you. I was like,
Yeah, I
you
think that's why.
helped me
That's
out.
why. I think that's why they banned all that potluck to the schools and stuff like that.
because we don't know what happens at home,
you know
right?
what I'm saying? It's just so easy to be
And
lazy
you know,
now.
sometimes I think about those things when you're required as a child to bring things. Thank God my parents were always able to provide, whether it be small or big, it didn't matter. They were, we were okay. But my thing was like, there's some parents who have like 4 or 5 kids. And then can you imagine if all 4 or 5 kids have to bring something to their classroom?
Yeah.
Like, okay, this kid is required to bring cupcakes. That one's required to bring cookies. This one's required to bring, I can only imagine the burden that puts on the parents to where it's like, damn, well, you're not going to school that day because we don't have money
For
to,
real. You're gonna be absent.
Yeah.
Hey, I got another question. Because I think this is a little theory of mine. Maybe because all those people that like back in the day you could do the potlucks
Mhm.
that like people like little kids got sick, but they made us immune
Well, yeah.
to the shit. Like, you know, like now they got a whole bunch
That's
of
a
like
good point.
peanut allergies.
Yeah.
They got gluten-free shit. Like we never,
I
ain't no
never
variety.
had heard of a peanut allergy.
So basically,
You know what I'm
you're saying, I know, yeah, that happened at Mickey's school. I went to volunteer at Mickey's school, and one little boy, Maurice, he was crying and crying and crying. Like, I was like, "What's wrong with Maurice?" He's like, "I didn't bring no snack." It was snack time, and I was like, "Oh man, he's crying. He's probably hungry." I was like, "Mickey, you're not gonna eat that other bag of whatever." I was like, "You never finish it. Just let Maurice have it." And she's like, "No, Dad, I'm not allowed to." And the teacher's like, "Hey, ain't no sharing." And I'm like,
Man.
okay. And then later I researched and it's like, yeah, because of all the peanut stuff. So
Nah,
you're saying
nah,
that the
get out of
potlucks, you're saying that the potlucks back in the day were like a way that just everybody just ate everybody's different food and
Germs.
no one,
Yeah.
no one had allergies.
Yeah, like you were allowed to play even on the dirt and you know what I'm saying, stuff like that, and you got immune to it. Like you got immune to the stuff that made you bad. You know what I'm saying? Like you ate little Maurice's food, but you got a little diarrhea. Next day you probably
stronger.
ate. You know what I'm saying?
It
It made
didn't
you
kill you.
stronger.
It didn't
It didn't
kill
kill you. You know what I'm saying? And it made you a little immune to that little germ or whatever. You know, like his mama didn't wash her hands and shit, and you know, and that's how you got immune.
Mom salsa.
Yeah, hell yeah.
So I was explaining to Mickey last night. I was like, hey, you need to take probiotics because that's gonna affect. I was explaining it to her. She's like, what? I was like, it's little bacteria in your stomach. She's like, ew. But it's like what you're saying, right? It's
Yeah.
like playing outside, not overprotecting your kids, not like they kind of did that to me.
Yeah.
Like tried to make sure.
Not kind of.
And then I escaped.
Let's just say they
Well,
did.
yeah, when I was real little, and you know, you got two sisters and a mom, and they're just, no, he's gonna
3
fall.
moms.
You know, but eventually it's like, all right, I'm out this bitch. When it's like,
Yeah.
I'm going outside to play, and that's
Yeah.
when you get all your cuts and scrapes and bruises and running
Yeah.
into shit and, you know, falling off your bike and stuff. But
Did they get mad at Pat whenever she was on the bike? She had you on the bike, and did she get in trouble
yeah,
for
I
that?
think she got in big trouble. So
Oh, poor Pat.
I forget how old I was. My sister Pat's 10 years older, and she gave me put me on the bike, like gave me a pump or something, like put me on the frame, and she was trying to give me a ride on her bike. My little foot, I'm out there barefoot. My foot gets lodged, like wedged between the front tire and the frame. So the rubber, I still have the scar on my foot. So it was like a rubber burn. I don't know if it's 2nd degree, 3rd degree, but the rubber just scraped the skin off the top of my foot. And yeah, so she probably got in big trouble. I still have like a little chocolate milk stain on the top of my foot. And that's what it looks like.
Yeah.
So,
Man,
you know, that's why I'm a
bad.
thug, because all that shit made me strong.
Yeah, it makes you stronger. Just like when you when you break one of your like you break your elbow, right? And it heals up. And it heals up stronger.
Was
Then
Dalila
when-
still at home, babe, or was
then-
she
then-
gone by that time?
They were little. We were all little.
Oh.
So.
You didn't know that? Like when you break something and when it
Nah,
heals up,
it
it makes
gets
it strong. It gets
stronger?
stronger
What if it
because
heals,
the joints gotta what's the name?
like weld?
Weld in together. So that area is gonna be weak. So it has to make your body's trying to make it stronger. So the next time it will be hold together
No
when
shit.
it breaks. Yeah.
What if-
Midnite MD over here.
What if it's like a fracture?
No, I
What
saw
if-
this on PBS. I know it because I did. I saw it on PBS. I did.
Oh, so it's true.
Yeah, it's true. It's something scientific. I can't explain the whole deal, but that's what like martial
magic.
artists. That's what martial artists do. Have you ever seen a martial artist like hit a brick? It's because he been hitting them bricks so hard that it breaks his hand sometimes so hard that it breaks his hand all the time. And when you break your hand all the time, it has to heal
All the time.
all the time. So by the end, it's like the inside of your what's the name? Your hand
Your
is a brick.
exoskeleton.
Your exoskeleton is a brick.
I don't know if that applies to hands because hands are so fragile, but for
Yeah, but-
shins,
Yeah.
like Muay Thai fighters, like people in Thailand, they kick those banana trees and stuff.
They
to-
break.
They get minor fractures in their shins so that they can kick
Minor
harder.
fractures.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
and you let the fractures heal, and you can kick harder.
Yeah.
So when the fractures heal,
It basically kills the nerves too. You can't feel it in your
it's-
shin
and
anymore.
and
like cyborg.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's sort of like
Cyborg.
those
I'd be
fractures
so scared of her.
when they heal up stronger than what they were. You get what I'm saying? Because they have to, because that little part, you know.
That's gonna be my next thing after I eventually go back to jiu-jitsu and actually be consistent and commit, and then do some more boxing. Eventually, I don't know if I'm gonna be 45. I don't know how. It might be too old to be
Gotta break
fucking
your
kicking
jump.
trees. But like the kicking shit, the Muay Thai stuff,
Yeah.
that shit's dope for like in case a bum.
The
try to,
first
like-
time I tried Muay Thai, I thought I was like, what? two of the best, like, of the sports that I love can be combined
Hitting
together. Yeah, like, let's try this.
Yeah.
It's like kicking and punching. I was like, how
I
amazing.
suck at kicking. I suck at kicking.
A lot of technique in it.
Like
I
my
could kick.
hip flexors are. I just need to be more flexible.
I can kick.
I think he concentrates too much personally because
I
when
need practice.
You know when you plant this foot to
Yeah.
twist to be able to kick this
Yeah.
way. I think he's thinking about it too much to where he plants the foot. He doesn't twist, but he does kick. So he plants kicks instead of versus
Yeah.
plant,
and,
twist, kick.
and granted, last time,
I think you think about it too much.
yeah,
You don't do it
that's what I
naturally.
think.
and it's been a while. So the last time I was doing anything kick related, I was hell out of shape. So it's probably a combination of you're not flexible, you ain't really been doing this shit, you don't know how to do it, and you're out of shape.
See, last year you were the old bear. Now you're not. Now you be the young.
Oh
buck.
man, that's gonna be the test when I go back to jiu-jitsu or boxing. I want to see if I have more stamina or if I'm able to like.
You ever had really bad gi burn or mat burn? Like when you fall, they throw you or something, and then like your skin just kind of like. a piece
I
of-
have.
I had a few.
It's happened
marks.
to me on my neck
the
right
worst,
here
man.
with the gi.
Yeah.
The first time it happened, I was like mad. I was
Hickeys.
like, hell nah. Like, I'm
Like
going
a
to have to go
chola.
to work like this now.
Yeah.
Like, that's embarrassing. And I've always kept my hair short. I didn't have it long, so there was no way to cover it. I'm going to, like, corporate office
With a
job with this, like, burn here, and everybody's, like, just kind of
They're
staring.
like, "Is
I'm like,
everything okay at home?"
it's not. I'm like, it's a burn. It's a gi burn. I'm, like, trying to explain. I'm like, and I text my boss that morning just to make sure, like, we were clear. Like, look, I'm about to walk in the office.
Hey, I'm in the hallway right
Yeah,
now.
like I don't want anybody like assuming that I'm like coming
Getting
in with
choked and
hickeys.
shit.
Yeah, you
Out here
know.
being a
Look,
little
I'm just
thoughts.
gonna tell y'all, I ain't no hoe.
Walking. I know what y'all thinking.
I know what y'all thinking. I ain't no hoe. You know what I'm saying? They just like that.
You should literally go on stage and have that be the first thing out your mouth. Like, hey, what's up, Houston? I know what y'all thinking.
I ain't
First of
no
all,
hoe.
I ain't no hoe.
I ain't no hoe. But you know what I'm saying? Like, I used to do a little karate, back in the day, you know what I'm saying? Back when, a motherfucker was limber. You know what I'm saying? I used to do a little karate, man. I did all the way to third degree brown. Third degree brown.
Oh,
I was about to
shit.
get my black, but you know what I'm saying? I couldn't pay the fees no more.
Third degree brown.
And you almost made it to black belt.
I only made it to black belt, but I didn't, like, you know what I'm saying? My dad couldn't pay the dues no more because that's when he got laid off. You get what I'm saying?
At least they put you in something.
Yeah, they put
that
me in
was
something.
nice.
It was a little productive, you know what
That
I'm
was
saying?
nice.
Yeah.
You hear that, Dad?
Yeah, but that's after I got bullied and got beat up and everything. Man, they used to roast the hell out of me, man. Because, like, I was so different from everybody, they used to roast me. So now I roast people for a living.
You had to get back.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Midnight, let's talk about you being a DJ at a strip club.
Oh, yeah, man.
So after
I-
Flyers, you went to DJing?
No, like, I was in between jobs and stuff
After
like that.
Flyers, you went to DJ. That
Nah.
sounded hilarious.
No, it was all together. Like, I was making flyers, I was doing comedy, and I had I was DJing at a strip club for like I think I did it for like 4 years.
Damn.
I think 4 or 5 years.
You did it for a minute.
Yeah, I did it for a good minute, man. It was really it was some good money, all right.
I
you know
never
what I'm saying?
forget the one. I was like, I used to love messing with the comics because I'm the one that played the music. And so I was like, one time I think I made, I think I made Javi go up to Bieber, and he was like, he just like looked like, did you just really play that? What? But I thought it was hilarious, right? Because they think they're gonna come out to their song.
Like, be cool.
You like be cool, and here I play like.
Baby,
No,
baby,
I think no.
baby.
It was Midnight. Midnight. I did to you first. I
Yeah.
did that one. Whatever that Bieber song that you were into at that.
My mom loves everybody.
Oh yeah, my mama don't like you. or
Oh,
something.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Your mama don't like you.
So he was,
She
and he
like
kept singing
everyone.
that song. I was like, I'm gonna fuck with him, and I'm gonna make him go
Oh
up
yeah,
on
when
stage
that song
with
came out, Midnight was singing that shit everywhere.
I love that song.
Man, I love that song.
Oh
man.
my god!
Because this what it is. Look, my mom likes everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody. Except you.
So what
That mean? It means you an ugly ass person. Like, you know, something about you.
on the
made-
inside.
you know,
on the inside.
on the
But on
inside-
the outside, that's why I'm with you.
In the outside, you fine as hell. But on the inside, you
My mama don't like
black. Your mama, you know what I'm saying? You dark inside. Your soul
Cold
cracked.
heart.
soul.
You know what I'm saying? Your soul.
cold heart.
You know what I'm saying? Some in there. You got the devil inside you.
Wasn't that about Selena Gomez too? That
Wait,
song?
Justin
was?
Bie- Oh yeah, they were
Yeah.
together.
Oh,
right?
yeah, they
Wow.
were, you know.
I think that was about her.
Ah, Justin Bieber mama didn't like her.
That's what it was. My mama don't like you,
Ah,
Selena.
yeah. It might have been the cheeks.
So I thought
I like
I'd
the cheeks.
give it
Both.
to Midnite and let him shake his cheeks
Oh yeah,
on
man.
stage.
Oh yeah.
So one day he gets on stage.
Oh
and
yeah.
he-
You haven't done that intro in a while.
He
I
did it
know.
on. He did it on like on his own.
He had
I
a
didn't know
freestyle.
what he was gonna do, and so I played that song by Big Frida, "The Ass Everywhere."
Yeah.
And I was like, it was hilarious. So I play it. Midnight gets up. I never forget because I vividly remember. He grabs the mic because he thought he was just gonna say cut it, cut it, cut it, because that's how usually he tells me after I played the song for him. He goes. He turns around and he starts shaking his ass, and then he drops it on the floor. I was like, "Oh!"
In a split.
You should have heard the audience.
And then he did one cheek, left cheek,
They
left, right,
went
left, right, left, right, left,
bananas.
right. Left,
Let's
right.
do that this weekend.
Bananas. They went bananas.
Look, man, I got a little speed bump in the back, but I can shake it.
He's like, but we're not flexing.
You know what I'm
And then
saying?
that was
Each
Midnight's
individual
intro.
glute.
Come on now, these glutes. You know what I'm saying?
Glutes don't lie.
Glutes don't.
We need to record you doing that and then tag heavyweight music. Be like, what you got,
Yeah,
heavyweight
come
music.
on now. You don't got you. Hey,
We need to
I've
tag
been working
Big
at the strip
Frida.
club 5 years. You think I ain't gonna learn something?
That's true.
I learned a little something. Come on
And
now.
hey, and then he goes up and down on the mic.
Come on.
That's
The mic
what's
pole.
hilarious
On
on
the,
the,
uh,
mic
Come
pole.
on now. Come on now.
Bro, if you see him do this, it's a whole different. You're gonna see the. You're
It-
gonna
the
hear
walls
the.
shake,
I
the
mean,
floor
you're
shake.
gonna hear everyone in
and
the
it's just
audience
like-
just go bananas.
And then it goes into the duffel, just like that.
I love, man. That's the art of seduction, baby.
You know what I'm talking about?
You know what I'm saying? That's how I get. That's how I get the audience, baby. It's the art of seduction, baby. You
Persuasion
don't know.
at its
You,
finest.
and, hey, and any
After
ladies
that,
out
he's
there
got 'em.
listening, you know what I'm
After
saying?
that, he hooked them already.
Come on now, you know, any ladies out there, if they'll see me this weekend, just be prepared. You know what I'm saying?
Twerk
They-
classes
Twerk class
is in session.
in session.
The comedy
I'm gonna
defense.
show.
of
I'm gonna show you.
driving
I'm gonna show you.
on
I'm gonna
post.
show you a little something, baby. I'm gonna show you how all these curves you don't got no brakes, baby. Come on now.
That's how you fall off a cliff.
Yeah, come on now. That's
Oak
how you
cliff.
know. Oak cliff. What?
Full circle. Full circle.
It comes full circle, man.
So when did you start comedy? Was it like when did you full time comedy?
I was let's see. I was doing the clubs. I was being an MC at the clubs.
At the strip clubs?
No, just regular ass clubs. You know what I'm saying? You know where like you
Where
know.
shit might pop off.
He was
shit like
McAllen.
also he was also the lead
Oh,
singer
yeah.
of a band.
Yeah, I was.
And he
Yeah,
was-
spit
he
some
did-
for them midnight real quick.
Uh,
Spit it, do it.
The quinceañera song?
No, which
You can
one?
see
No.
it.
I'm gonna get you a little something good. You know
Do
what I'm
one
saying?
of your
Get you some-
songs, one of the Intocable
Déjalo,
songs. A ver,
No. This is a new song that you probably heard everywhere. You know what I'm saying? Quisiera morirme de una buena peda, porque esto de amarte me trajo problemas. A través del vaso ya miro tu cara. And then I forgot the rest. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I'm just, it's just, I got a little talent from everywhere.
Yeah. hit
No,
us-
it's because I've done a whole bunch of stuff, man. Like I've really tried to go out there and see what
yeah.
my calling is.
For sure.
I really was, man. I was really out there desperately trying to find something that I was good at.
Let's start a
You know?
band on the side, play some Bieber covers.
Yeah. Man, I'm telling you, like that's what it was. I was so desperate to find something
All
like
right,
that
now
that
we're
I
gonna
wanted
do
to
a
do.
freestyle flow between Chingo and you because y'all had
Oh,
one
no,
on the
man.
car. Remember on that?
Well, hang on now.
Hang on
we
now.
jumping around.
We're jumping around. Yeah, I was. The
Couple
comedy.
things.
How I was doing
yeah,
the comedy.
Yeah.
Well, I was doing the clubs. Like I was an MC at the clubs. Like I was the hype man of the clubs, and that's how I got like that little sixth sense of like being aware of everything. That's how that come from. That's from when we were in McAllen.
Well,
I-
yeah.
That shit.
I
We
remember.
told this story when Javi was here, I believe, or we've talked about it on our own.
Yeah.
We did an after party at Suerte Bar and Grill after McAllen. The food was delicious. I'm not used to doing after parties, but it was my idea and I wanted
Yeah.
to be there. And I wasn't used to some of the vibes and like suspicious characters because you're in there sober.
Mhm.
I've already transitioned from like youngster in the clubs, drinking, doing the rap stuff, to grown man, married, family, doing comedy, and we don't really be just at the club for fun.
Yeah.
So we tell them what happened, man.
Or like, look, when you go into a club, there's situations, man. Anything could pop off at a club if you don't know where's there. And we didn't know where we were getting into. So, like, I already like when you're an MC at those clubs for a long time, you it's like you got hypervision on what's going on around you. Like you see the guys that are over there acting different, or this group over here and over there, and that's what happened at Suerte. Like there was a couple of guys They were at first they weren't talking to each other. Then they talked to each other, and then they separated and they went all around. That's what I saw.
Yeah, it looked like a little meeting.
And it looked like they were having like little meeting, little discussion, and then they were looking at the VIP for a long time, and that's what I peeped, and I was like,
But then again, it was all eyes on us.
yeah, it was all eyes on us, you know what I'm saying? Because
'Cause
we
we
alphas, you know, because with alphas in there, you know, beta
The
started,
alpha
you know,
wall.
no, like okay, look, before we in there, they were the only alphas, right?
Mhm.
And when we came in there, we outranked their alphaness.
When the silverbacks.
You know what I'm saying? We
Yeah.
outranked their alphaness. Like, we came in there and we went into the VIP and it was all eyes on us. So, like, they see us as, like, the top alphas.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, as soon as we in there, they became betas. You know what I'm saying? Betas start hating.
Right.
Beta fish.
Betas start hating.
Beta
So, they start, man, they think they're all that. Chingo, blah, 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 blah. Look at all them. You know what I'm saying? Look at that little fine, thick gordito right there. You know what I'm saying?
Fine, they go to the
Yeah, because like I do look handsome.
Them eyes.
You know what I'm saying?
Color.
You know, and
Not that Rob
now-
noticed.
now they start they start getting a little frustrated because now they're not getting paid attention to by females
So they get frustrated.
or they're getting flustered because now that the attention is not on them,
Right.
it's on us. You get what I'm saying?
And that's what happens in the species.
yeah.
You know, with this
It kind
hierarchy.
of like people don't think that is true,
You know, this
but like
clout.
as soon as like I've been in the club thing for so long that you see this a lot.
The bouncers be knowing too. They're like, okay, especially
Yeah.
at Club DMX in Dallas.
Oh man, it was awful over there,
It
man.
was like a warehouse
It was like man, it
full
was
of people.
because like
I think,
you
I think some cops got shot.
it
or
was like
something.
16 different groups and all of them are alphas and all of them are competing.
Mm.
It's like all of them are competing, and when you got like that many groups in there, it's gonna be hard to handle.
Mhm.
It's hard to handle. And when we were in there, it was a small club. It was a small club, but I knew nothing was gonna pop out because
Talking about Suerte,
you know what I'm saying? Because like nothing out of the ordinary was gonna happen.
Yeah.
Because one, the guys didn't look that alpha-ish to me. You know what I'm saying? That's it. You know what I'm saying? They didn't look too alpha-ish.
Yeah.
So they just looked like they just wanted to hoop and holler. You know, when the dog barks but it don't bite, that's what it was.
Javi says they look like they jammed the Fast and Furious soundtrack.
Nah, maybe.
Ain't that what he said?
Yeah, all three of them look like some
Funny.
bootleg Torettos. And you know, bald head, got the little mustard shirt on the bottom of their little Cabano, what's that thing on? Guayabera.
So
Uh.
one of the dudes that was like really being annoying, that was like all up in our mix,
Yeah.
Marisol was like, that dude was at the show. He was tripping at the show or something. I was like, oh, okay. I'm over here thinking friend or foe.
Uh-huh.
Who the fuck are you? What's your problem, right?
Fight or flight.
Friend or foe, fight or flight. Tipping on foe. So when Marisol said that, I was like, oh, okay. Boom. Let's eliminate space like
Yeah.
jiu-jitsu. About
Yeah.
to get him in the clothes guard. Hey, what's up, dog? I just found out you was at the show. But let me tell you, your energy's coming off a little weird. I
Mhm.
don't know how to read it. Blah, blah, blah. Oh, man, what's up, Chingo, man? You know, we just out here, man. Whatever you need, my guy. Whatever you need. I'm like, motherfucker. And then
Yeah.
the kid that lunged in, like,
Yeah.
you can eat that. I was like, bro.
Yeah, that could have been a real serious
that could've
problem.
been-
But since I'm
you
an
could have
alpha,
been the banana tree right now, bro.
you know what I'm saying?
That's right.
Yeah.
Banana
You know
tree.
what sucked that night is of all the nights, I never get to dress up at shows. I try to do just my hair and
Babe,
makeup.
should I wear heels or
And
should
I
I go
was-
comfy?
Yeah, because
I don't
listen,
know, babe. Whatever you want.
That's the right
Well, what
answer
do you
every
think? I don't know. Well, I never wear heels. Well, wear the heels then, babe.
This is
But what if we like need to?
this is what I say right here. Baby, you look good in anything.
Come on.
time. You can say that and it's
Just
not
like
enough.
that. Just like
I
that.
know, but
usually
I wanna go
99% of the time I'm in flat, like some cute tennis shoe with the outfit that I'm wearing.
But it
right?
wasn't cute enough that night.
Well, that night I was like, dang, man, I'm tired of like always looking like the worker. like the worker. And so I was like, you know what? I'm gonna dress up tonight and I'm gonna wear heels. The one
Baby
time they close off the streets, we
Man.
gotta walk I don't know how far, and I'm in these heels, and I'm like, it would be my luck
Yeah.
that I wear heels today. And this happens. So I've just given up on heels at the show. So it's like you're there to work. You can't look cute. Just do your makeup and do your hair. You'll be all right. So now that's what I do. And I was so mad that night because I was like, you never wear heels. And you decided to wear heels tonight on the day that you don't know what's finna pop off in this club. We got to
Who
walk.
Chingo finna choke out?
Yeah.
It's 200 degrees.
Now I'm gonna have to jump in, and I'm wearing heels.
But don't worry about it because me and Javi had the wall up.
The
Hey,
alpha wall.
Come on now.
that shit was
And you
hilarious.
know what was so good about that, man? Like big ups to like Suerte. It's a nice club
Yeah,
and everything. And the food.
Oh man.
Oh.
The food was
Bro,
off
the
the chain.
food.
As soon as the food came out, I ain't cared nothing about who was doing nothing. What you know what?
We were
I
all
was just-
friends.
we were all friends. Like everybody's in there. That's my friend. Oh no, that's my friend right there.
You could have been
You
getting
know what
punched
I'm
in the
saying?
head.
Man, hey man. I swear to God, man. Somebody came over that rope. Oh, you good player? Okay.
Oh, he with us? Who you with? The DJ?
Oh yeah, you with the DJ? And man, that food was so
I
awesome.
am so
man.
picky about Mexican food just because if you grew up eating your grandmother's food or, homemade Mexican food, it's kind of hard for you to just kind of be like, oh, that Mexican restaurant has really good food.
Yeah, like we
You know,
don't-
it's just kind of
yeah.
hard.
We rarely
I
ever
never
go
go
to
to Mexican restaurants. I never go to, rarely.
It's because there's some that are really like clean and and really got good food. You know what I'm saying? Some of them are really all just hype,
Yeah.
but none of them are like the rare ones that have really good food.
And they ain't gotta be super clean. Like you can get you some
Yeah, right?
street food.
That's what I was
Yeah,
thinking.
and I don't mean dirty, but it's like make sure some grease on there. Make sure
make
the
sure,
grease
you know,
has
It's
to go
seasoned, the grill seasoned. And
This is what I say:
But
if you
their
can't
food-
flip a tortilla without like no fork
With
or
no
anything,
spatula?
no spatula, nothing,
You have-
authentic.
You need to have a callus on your fingertips.
You gotta have callus on your fingertips.
Who flips their tortillas?
I have before.
No, you always do.
Allegedly.
You always get a
Allegedly.
spatula. I said, what are you doing? He's like, I got to flip this tortilla. I was
I'm
like,
not trying to.
What?
Hey man,
I said,
I'm not.
let me do it.
Look, I'm not the kitchen.
Like literally, when
You
it
gotta
comes to
do like
shit
me. Do the
that,
little pinch. Do the
Yeah.
little pinch, and
Yeah.
then,
Yeah, I
and
could
then
do- I'm
do
just
the little
not gonna do
pinch.
Or if you
on
wash
top.
dishes, the hot water and stuff, time be like, you can see the steam come. She's like, your hands are hot. Like I got it from my mom. Like I don't even feel heat on my hands.
Yeah.
Have you ever done that with a little gordita? Right there?
With a gordita.
Yeah, like when you're doing gorditas,
Yeah.
you gotta go like this, and then you gotta flip it right on the comal,
Oh, okay.
and then
Yeah.
and then as soon as it's done, you gotta flip it over like real quick.
Mhm.
Come on now.
When
Know
you
what I'm
cut
saying?
it open.
Look, man,
That
look,
sound like a
look at these
YouTube
hands. Look
video.
at these hands right here.
That's
Oh
the
no, they
banana
clean.
tree.
They clean. No, they look good. They look soft.
They're like
But
you're
the-
stroking a
the-
banana
the-
tree.
Come on now.
Banana tree.
Remember the ones where you kick? You trying to get them ligaments.
But he's stroking it.
I ain't stroking
get
no.
the
I ain't
palm.
stroking no banana leaf.
That's why his palm is like that. Unless you was slapping it.
I was slapping the shit out of it.
Palms are sweaty.
Those are cyborg shins right there on
Come
your
on now.
palm.
Look right here. Cyborg shins right there.
Cyborg shins.
Cyborg shins right there.
They are healed.
They look-
your
they healed
ligaments.
That's
You know
not
what
from
I'm saying?
deadlifts.
Look at that.
This
Look at that.
size.
Look at that, man. You can see the veins right there. Well, a little bit, you know what I'm saying? The fat
You
is
know
covering.
what's crazy
The
though?
fat is
Isn't
covering
it crazy though that your
But the
hands
veins
can
on it.
also tell your age?
How?
Well, as you start to age, your
Oh, they
hands
start
start
to
to
pop
get
out more and shit?
wrinkly.
Oh, the
you get
wrinkles or the
more.
bones?
You get more veins start popping out. That's why I be using my anti-wrinkle cream on my
That's why I don't
hands.
want to be
do
skinny
this.
because, like, when you skinny, you can see all that. But look, when you fat, it still looks smooth and it's still like,
You know
your
what I'm
veins,
saying? Fat
your veins
don't crack.
don't. You know what I'm saying? Fat don't crack, baby. You see that? You see that? You see all that grease right there?
It's like baby hands.
Like you squeeze that, a little bit of grease come out right there.
Little
Well,
baby
what I
hands.
tell Sean the other day, baby, what were we talking about? And I said, all right, Sean, listen,
No
I'm not, I
offense.
want no offense, but black doesn't crack. Because I don't know who we were talking about. It's like, that person,
Oh, Kiki Shepard from
Kiki
Apollo.
Shepard, yeah, because she still looks damn good, you know?
Yeah.
And it's been years. It's like, damn, Kiki.
It's showtime.
How old is
at
he?
the Apollo.
Kiki Palmer?
Oh,
No.
No, Kiki
Sean.
Shepard.
He's your age.
Oh, really? He's only 20-something, 29?
Oh, no, I'm sorry. He's
35.
your age, maybe.
Oh, okay.
34-ish.
Who, Agent Sean?
Yeah.
Age of Sean.
Yeah, man, I be seeing that dude, man. He's the one that.
You want to come to work out with us
Man,
tomorrow?
I don't know about all that. But, he look like the
man,
one.
I
that-
don't know how I got signed up for this.
He's one of the guys that be going up there and just be wearing leggings in the
I
gym.
somehow agreed to it, I guess.
Midnite, you want to go eat something in the morning and shoot a video instead?
Come on now, baby.
Right.
Come on. You know, I already know that.
Talk about
I'm
being
all down for
productive.
that right there. You know what I'm
do it.
saying?
Where y'all gonna go?
Wherever Midnite wants to
Tell
go.
me.
Well, why don't you go? And I just can
Halloween?
go.
Anywhere
I
that
can
got
go
a
to,
lot of grease.
I can go work out.
No,
You
because
don't
then
have
I'm gonna
to
be in
join.
my shows feeling guilty, like, oh, I didn't do nothing today. I just want to go into them mentally.
I never feel guilty like that when, you know.
I was typing up the tour dates for this promo clip, and I noticed we only have like 5 stops left,
Isn't that crazy?
which is
Wow.
crazy. Not counting Saltillo and Monterrey and like other little pop-up things like
Mhm.
that.
Oh,
But,
Saltillo, Monterrey and all that?
but like
Oh.
Salt Lake feels like yesterday. Miami feels like yesterday, and that was the beginning of the tour, right?
Yeah, Salt Lake was, right?
Salt Lake, and then like soon thereafter was like Midland and Waco, and thanks to Rick, I dove in and did my my 45 to an hour at the end in Miami, and so all the cities after that, Phoenix, Tempe, so on and so forth, San Jose, all the Irvine, I was doing my set in one shot at the end.
Shout out to Rick, but I remember that night, right?
Bring it back to me, Midnite.
I get so
Baby,
like,
talk about me. It's been 5 minutes since you.
I get so defensive, like if anybody says anything, critique, I'm just like, well, it's actually
he's trying.
I'm always like,
Déjalo, he's learning.
I don't ever like for something negative to be said, right? Yeah. That's always my thing. And so
he has a fragile ego.
And so then that day, I knew that he was, he had been working with Rick, and I mean, great. He's an amazing comic. Like, there's nothing negative I can say about him. I mean, skills.
Yeah. You're like comic wise.
Comic wise.
He's,
Oh, Rick a damn beast.
Yeah, he's a great teacher.
He's my God. He's a great teacher. He's there's nothing I can say. We learned
Good
a lot.
mentor.
Even I learned a lot as to like, hey,
what to look out for.
Like, this is not the kind of person you want to roll with. Thankfully, we don't roll with anybody like that. But it was good to know, like, oh, really? That's what happens elsewhere.
How to make the show better.
Right, exactly. So I learned a lot from him. So it was great. But at the same time, I had a little wall up that day that he was going to try his 45 minutes because I knew that he was sitting there critiquing him. And my outlook on it was like, cut him some slack. Like, this is his first time. It's 45 minutes. Like, please just don't be so harsh when you go back to critique him. Like, let's like lay it on him slow. Whatever the corrections are.
Wait, you told him all this?
No, that's what I'm thinking. Like, just give him a second, and he blew us away. Like, all of us talking about. I think Jerry was with us, right?
Luis and Midnite. Luis and Midnite, the Lynx.
Oh yeah,
yeah. That's when
so
we did the
Luis was
game.
in the back with me. That's who it was. It was Luis. It was Rick and myself, and I was sitting there, and because Rick goes, you take notes, and I'm going to take notes, and then we'll compare notes to see what you thought and what I thought. I said, great, that's a great idea, right? Because usually I take the notes, but I know what I've learned along the way, probably the same way that everyone else, the way he's learned, So that's where I pick up things from. Anyway, so I'm sitting there and I'm looking at him, and he's like writing a lot, and I'm not writing a lot because I think he's doing great, And he's like,
you're like, my paper's blank.
I'm like, oh my God, he killed that. That's all I'm thinking. I'm like, he killed it. Yes, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's exactly how he told you today when we were rehearsing. When we were
rehearsing, and we were like, we were coming up with stuff too.
And then finally, I'm just like, in my head, I was like, he's doing an amazing job. And then Luis comes by, he's like, man, he's killing it. I said, I know. And then I walked by Midnite, and he was like, you see him? He's killing it. I was like, I know. Then finally Rick gets up and he goes, he fucking did it.
Yeah.
And I was like, yes, I know he did.
It was like a really big moment too.
It's like he's walking.
Yeah.
Because like not only like because like we've been through this process with him since he started.
Oh yeah,
especially me. Like man, like we were like
beginning.
the first ones. We the day ones. And to see him grow from the beginning to like now,
we just talked about this in the
bro.
last episode.
It's
like rain.
You know when a Pokemon goes to that second.
Oh my God!
I don't know nothing about
I don't know about you know when a butterfly gets in the cocoon and he come out the cocoon.
It's like a metamorphosis.
You know what I'm saying? It's when the caterpillar blooms. Yeah, you know.
I don't even think.
I don't know. My analogy's real good.
Both off on that.
But like it was really good to see that from like the beginning to now, and I was like, man, it's just blows your mind, man.
Yeah, we're just trying to keep improving. Rob sent me an old clip of me wearing some like one of the mullet wigs at the Houston Improv a couple years back, and I'm just watching. I was like, am I not wearing a belt? I was like, what
You weren't.
I was just like, what am I doing? It just looks so sloppy. Everything about it just looked unorganized to me now.
Yeah.
At the time, it's like, all right, fuck, I don't know.
It's because we were trying to figure it out, and we were going day by day basis. You know what I'm saying? And we were still trying to come up with material. You know what I'm saying? And that's what we do as comics. And then you had Rick come in. I wish I had that because like all me is all trial and error.
Yeah.
Me is all trial. I'm still doing trial and error because there's nobody like that around in my corner.
No,
You know what I'm
I be
saying?
telling you.
Well, yeah. Well, yeah, you be telling me that's what the only times we do your shows.
But I know what you mean.
But,
Though.
you know-
It was somebody with a different perspective that
Yeah.
could be like, "Hey, at the moment, a lot of your material is about this," or "Hey, where are you trying to go in the next 5 years?" or "How do you see yourself as a headliner?" and like, what are you trying to say as a comedian?
Yeah.
And what other stories do you have?
Yeah.
So for
Like-
people that haven't been to a show, not to cut you off,
Yeah.
Midnite, because I hadn't. The clip I sent you was my sister sent it to me. She had seen you. For people that haven't been to a show and are going to go to the show coming up, or that just went to these shows, what was the setup of your shows prior to that Miami show? Was it like the
Okay.
special where you had it all like 15, someone else goes up 15?
Kind of like that.
So give them the breakdown of how it was and how it is now.
So
I could tell you the breakdown
Go
from the
ahead.
beginning.
Do it.
From the beginning, it was that he was going to do two characters. At first, he was going to do 10 minutes of material, and then it was one character, and then it was at the end it was another character.
Mhm.
I remember he tried to do 10 minutes when he didn't have that material. He had only probably like 5 minutes.
And
he was trying to, and
he
he really tried to stretch it. And then the second he came out with, I think Tío Juventino, or it was
El
the
Mamado.
original. No, the
El
real
Indio,
original Chingo Bling. Remember,
Oh,
he
yeah.
was trying to do
Mm.
Chingo.
I only did that at your room.
Yeah, and that was. I remember that. And then it was Mamado, or
the Aztec
guy.
Indian.
But it was Mamado at first because then y'all lost the wig.
They stole the wig.
And then they were
To
like,
this day.
and then I was like, okay, I was doing these jokes with this the exercise band,
Yeah.
and I'd bring up, we need 3 female volunteers. So my
Yeah.
mother was doing this stuff. Once the wig got stolen in Des Moines, then it was like, okay, well, I guess it's an Indian dude.
No,
now.
we were in New York now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So we were in New York.
We're like, what are we gonna do?
I was like,
We
hey, you don't
lost
have a
the
Mamada
wig.
wig. That's a third of your show.
Damn.
So we
Yeah.
went to this costume shop. Of course, my manager, my fixer, she Googled costume shop, and we're looking. Finally, she's like, hey, what if it's this guy?
yeah. It evolved. It was him, then Tío Juventino, then the Indian guy. Then it was him, Tío Juventino, and then him, still Tío Juventino, and then it was him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Eventually, it was like no more characters.
No more characters.
But I was still coming and going.
Yeah.
And you know what's crazy though? Anytime I'm working the merch booth, someone says, "Man, we were hoping Tío Juventino was gonna be here today," or "Man, what happened to Mamado?" I'm like, "Yo,
The show has to evolve.
yo,
It's
y'all don't
'cause-
even know."
It's because like everything,
Go to subscribe to the YouTube if you want to see.
everything goes full circle, man. You starting to grow as a comic, and when you're starting to grow as a comic, these little things that you relied on start fading away. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
my
all the little
favorite,
hacky
honestly,
stuff
but
and-
my favorite character was the Indian at the end because it was
Yeah.
hilarious to see all the ladies like be so into it, like really when he's making them do
Yeah.
the dirty stuff. It was hilarious.
Mhm.
And then of course all the questions were, "You don't get mad that he's over there making girls look like he's sucking
Yeah.
his pee pee?" And I was like, "No, I don't."
I like that little line. I was going to come out on Instagram. Yeah, suck his little pee-pee.
She's
PB
like,
extra medium.
yeah.
Extra medium.
I didn't say little.
Oh, yeah.
Little didn't even come
Oh,
on
my
my
bad.
No,
Oh,
no, no.
Oh, no, yeah. Yeah.
Oh, the pee-pee.
Let him know, boo boo.
Yeah, she
Pull
said,
down your
suck the
pants
pee-pee.
right
Thanks
now.
for covering for me, babe.
And it comes around full circle right
She's
here.
like, I fixed it, honey. Thanks, babe. They'll never know. Little Clark Kent ass motherfucker.
Yeah, but it's crazy how the show has evolved from like back then, when you first started to now, man.
Back then, they didn't want me.
both.
I was just thinking that in my head. That's
Yeah.
hilarious.
But everybody has evolved because you're no longer
Your
doing,
show-
doing the same material.
Yeah.
Javi's not doing the same
Javi's has
material.
changed so much.
you guys are both. Even Luis, he's only toured with us a few times, and even his material has evolved
His-
now that he's added
his-
all this new stuff to
His
his.
closer that he's using right now, he had me and Midnite on three-way on the phone, and he started running the ideas like, hey, man, I got this idea. What do y'all think? We're like, psh, man, we just gave him our opinion and stuff.
Yeah.
And he's like, I'm going to try it. Next thing, like a week later, we talked to him. He's like, hey, man, I don't know. This bit's getting kind of strong. Then next
Yeah.
week later, he's like, I think it might be my closer.
Yeah,
But that
Yeah.
was around the time that we were being consistently staying in touch on the phone. Like, hey, man, today let's just focus on Midnite ideas and let's focus on Luis's ideas and so on and so forth. We need to get back
Yeah.
on that.
yeah. It was
Yeah,
really
y'all
nice
do.
too, though. So
I agree.
I try
but
to
Midnite has a
talk to
full-time
everybody.
job now,
Yeah.
so it's kind
And
of
I've been making flyers.
Yeah. We love you. Out for YouTube. Come on now.
No, really.
Oh man,
Let me see the material, babe.
it looks
Oh,
nice.
Okay, yeah.
It's pretty light, you
Yeah.
know, which is good if you're traveling. But
Yeah.
I don't know if you want a thicker cardstock.
Thicker
or not.
cardstock, yeah.
Yeah, I think thicker.
Yeah, like the one we had
I like
last time.
thicker, yeah.
Well, yeah. When I went through and ordered it, I don't know all the specs, and
Mhm.
it's gonna take time.
and
who do
I
I
think this
ask?
should still be down here, so like,
Well, then we'll shrink all that.
yeah.
All right.
But it
we're
looks
having-
great.
we're
I
having a
love
little
it. I
feedback
can't
meeting.
wait to-
Critiques, yeah.
I
Yeah.
can't wait till this goes on. I'm gonna go drop these off at the Improv.
And we could change it up next time. When we run out, we
Mhm.
could change it up. Like if there's a thing like, hey, give us your email, or I don't know. I
Yeah,
think,
and even this, baby, it could even be just your box logo in the very front, the whole thing. That could also
Or-
be something.
or if the purpose of it is, it's a souvenir, it's a memento, like you can get it signed. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
I love it. So I'm excited. I'm gonna go drop these off so they can put them on the table. So when everybody
Dope.
comes
They
in,
look nice. I want
The-
to do that in the supermarket too.
yeah.
For real.
A photo shoot.
Yeah, I'll probably do that at one of them little convenience stores
Hey,
at the hood. You know what I'm saying? The one that wears like they sell T-shirts and stuff in there.
Shout out to the creative director.
you know what's
Yeah.
crazy about this?
David Melgar.
These pictures were taken early in the year,
Mm-hmm.
and Mickey looks itty bitty here,
Yeah.
and she's so grown up looking now.
Oh, yeah, that's
And Penny is a
Penny is-
year old now.
Yeah, Penny's. Well,
Isn't
we've
that-
all changed. You and I've been hitting the gym. You had just had a baby.
I know, that's awful. Look how fat.
And,
Look at them knees.
Look how ashy my ankle is right there. Little ash right there. And then these little San Marcos jackets, Bad Bunny went on to wear.
Yep.
The
My baby wore it
same.
first, just saying.
And then this
Come on.
concept, did Cardi B do this concept first?
Trendsetter.
Bruno Mars and them?
Mm,
we
I don't
first-
know.
Cardi,
Y'all
or was it
first- y'all
Ariana?
first did it.
Well, Ariana Grande bit this font
Oh, yeah,
because
that's right,
our
yeah.
creative director, he's kind of ahead of the curve, and people be
Shout out to David Melgar.
people be following David's page to just jack his ideas. So he styled me, and he did the style direction. Well, he styled us, and so anyway, these coupon, these what do you call these, man? It's like the hood,
Ads.
yeah, the hood ads, the
Hood ads,
magazines.
yeah.
That was supposed to be like the little vibe of it, and I think Bruno Mars and them.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
I'm not saying they copied, but they were
Still.
probably thinking the same shit. Ariana Grande's people definitely copied this font right here.
We only roll with the best.
And
you know?
then this jacket that I'm wearing, Bad Bunny went on to wear it later.
There's a bunch of people
And I
wearing
think
it
Cap
now.
G. And
Cap
people
G,
like that.
yeah.
Mhm.
They're all going to say it was just
That
parallel
jacket
thinking,
look dope
you know?
though.
Well, it's the
I
same
know.
designer, you know. It's the same people that make 'em.
Ipochi,
Ikiwa or something like
Ikiwa.
that.
Ikuwa.
That's a pretty cool last name, though.
Yeah.
If you
Yeah.
ask me.
So welcome to the city, Midnite.
It looked like a Mexican Game of Thrones.
You know what I'm saying?
Come on now.
Hey.
You got that
Welcome to the city, man. It's been a while since you've been back to Houston.
Man, it's been a while since I've been to Houston. I love Houston, man. You know what I'm saying? El taconazo. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Trying to get some good tacos out here, you know.
Did we take you there, or how'd you hear about that? You already knew?
I already knew.
Okay.
But like
Streets be talking.
come on, you know, man, you know, I got my ear to the streets, baby.
the
You know what I'm saying?
Underground
Down low.
Railroad.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
ILiveTacos.com.
Yeah.
ILiveTacos.com, baby. You already know how it is,
You know what I'm talking about?
how we do. You know what I'm saying?
I already knew what it was before it even does.
Good taco grease, baby. Come on now. That's how we do
Peace and taco grease.
it. Yeah, man. But
Piece of taco grease. Damn, that's a shirt right there.
Peace,
Hey,
taco
That's a
grease.
good
Come
one.
on, man.
Midnite.
Tacos.com.
Design it.
Yeah, yeah. Let me write that down.
Collaboration
Designer.
here. Co-design.
Yeah, but I love coming to Houston, man. I always
Enough
get
to
a lot.
move here or what?
Huh?
They love it enough to move here?
You know what? I've been contemplating it for the
Do
last
it.
Yeah.
for last
well,
year.
Well, I mean, Dallas is great.
Yeah.
I love Dallas. We'll be there next week. But it will be awesome. Like, I be daydreaming about this shit where it's like, damn. Like the time Javi was down here and we got
Yeah.
to actually write and work and
Yeah.
brainstorm and be creative and create. I think to myself, like, damn, if Javi was closer and Midnite was here and Luis, you know, just as many of us as possible to where we can, like, and then somebody like Rob, you know, Marisol, that like
Yeah.
organized and on top of their shit when it comes to like production, would be like, all right, meeting, you know, we're gonna knock out some skits with Luis or Midnite. What ideas do you have?
Yeah.
And so on and so forth.
I feel like up here, like Marisol got everybody organized. Like everybody, she got everybody on a tightrope for real.
Did you hear her in
Like-
San Angelo when she was like, "So Luis, let's talk about your social media
I
numbers."
just told Rob about
Yeah.
How your
that.
social media? It's like, oh shit, it's like the mob.
Everything
Yeah.
stops.
Mob
You hear the
ties.
clock click.
got
Midnite
dark.
looked away. Midnite got his phone,
Luis-
started getting on
Luis is
Instagram.
sweating.
I gotta take this phone
Hey,
call, man. I gotta
No,
go.
Like she writes she runs a tight ship, and I swear to God, like if if it wasn't for Marisol telling me all this stuff, it wouldn't, like, my social media wouldn't have been like,
This pop.
this popping. It ain't popping, but it's, it's
Midnight, please give them your social media so we can get some new followers.
at Midnite Comedy. That's MIDNITE Comedy. I spell it like that because I just got my GED.
Know what I'm saying? Come on now.
Come on now. So make sure y'all follow me.
So we're trying to get Midnight to 10,000 followers. So here's what I'm going to do, guys. The person who makes 10,000, we're going to give it a little giveaway at Midnight.
Come on now.
Some of your merch.
Let's do it.
10,000.
Some of your
merch.
Some of my merch. Okay. All
the
right.
new release merch that you're about to release.
Mhm.
Right? So the 10,000 follower, Midnight, will send you the new release of his merch.
Come
So,
on now.
Come
And
on.
that's all taco related and that's all me related, baby. Come on now.
Come on.
Midnight Comedy.
He'll pay,
MIDNITE.
Do you really want to be?
ILiveTacos.com.
Hey.
he'll pay for postage and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure. That's what a
Hello.
giveaway
That's
is.
what a
Come on
giveaway
now.
is. Come on, Rob.
Come on now.
Come on,
on,
Rob
Rob.
G.
Who you think you're dealing with?
Who you think we dealing with, man?
Johnny Bananas?
Johnny Bananas.
Who you think you fucking dealing with?
Come
Johnny
on, man.
Bananas?
You dealing with
Midnight Bananas?
thickums.
Midnight banana.
Midnight Banana Tree?
In a banana tree, strong shin. Strong shins out here.
Strong palm.
Strong
callus.
palm. You know what I'm saying?
Midnight comedy. You know what I'm
Midnight
saying?
comedy.
I don't know what to say
Anyone-
anymore.
I'm
Like,
just waiting to see what it
I don't know
goes.
what to say when my brain cells is. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah.
Let them know Midnight where they can find you. We're trying to get this 10,000 followers.
You can
Midnight.
find me. You can find me at all social media, all my social media, Facebook, my Snapchat Premium, because I'll be up there. You know, my Snapchat Premium. Make sure we're up there. Hey,
Shaking
hey,
ass.
no, girls love chubby people too, man. You know what I'm saying? Probably your Ashley over there. Follow me on my Snapchat Premium. It's $9.99 a week.
Damn.
A week?
Yeah, it's a
Damn.
week.
That's
You get photos, videos, and if you want a boyfriend shout out, that's $14.99.
what is that?
What about a FaceTime?
I'll give you a little FaceTime call, and I say, hey, what's up? What's going on, baby? How you doing?
Shut the
And that's it.
So speaking of you know,
Oh
you
my
sent me
God.
that Euphoria thing.
Yeah.
Okay, the episode that I actually saw that we were. Remember you came in out of the show. You're like, what are you watching?
Oh,
was
the
a
girl
great
that starts
show.
getting into the Snapchat Premium, right? Like Pornhub and stuff.
And she
Oh, man.
and it was like, wait, people want to pay me, and then she like starts.
Yeah.
And that's when I was like, that's what I was telling you. I was
You know
like,
who got me into Euphoria? Luis. And that was when we were in San
so
Angelo.
now I want to start watching it because you sent me that that clip or whatever, and so now I'm curious to actually watch it from all the
Oh my
episodes.
God! That you know who the executive producer is? Drake.
Really?
Drake.
Degrassi?
Albury.
Degrassi up in there?
Degrassi. I think it is because it says Drake on there as executive producer. So-
Which these days, if you got a big enough name, that might mean approving a couple things, being on a conference call, and signing
It's
a
like
paper.
Steph Curry. He ain't really producing that show, that game show that he's doing.
But LeBron James is producing those other shows. That's why it failed.
Probably him and his team, right?
No, it's him and his team. I'm sorry though. Man, LeBron James. If you ever been saying
Holla at me.
Midnight Comedy.
Shit, Michael Rappaport went off on his ass
Yeah.
on LeBron.
Yeah.
That
He
shit-
was rude to his kids. He's like, I don't be fucking with them. Like, I respect them. He basically
Oh, I
wants to
remember
have.
that.
He basically wants to like have that. Man, that's my
Mhm.
guy or whatever type of feel or whatever. He said that day his kids wanted like to meet him. He was like, like,
Mm-hmm.
all right, and then he was just like dismissed them, and he was like,
He ignored some kids?
"Bitch." He ignored some kids. So
That was
so
funny.
that was it. So
I could kind of see why he would ignore kids because, like, some of these kids, it's just some dumbass kids, man. I swear to God, dog. I swear, man. Some of
Especially-
these kids don't know how to act, man. I don't know what y'all doing to raise these kids, man. But
Especially
some of
these
y'all,
days.
some of these kids are nice. Some of these kids are nice. They're smart and everything. They're very articulate. They know how to,
Some, not all.
some, but like,
many.
but most 80% of these kids, some dumbass kids, man.
It's
I swear
sad.
to God, every time I run into them, man,
And it's just sad.
it's just, I swear, man, they don't know nothing. They don't know nothing from nothing.
Nothing from nothing.
Nothing from nothing. They don't know nothing.
Especially with some of the shit that's going on these days.
Man.
We brought up your tamalito.
Yeah.
Not to bring it back to fucking mass shootings and shit.
But
Very sad, tragic, and unfortunate. But this tamalito idea that you've been kicking around on stage,
yeah,
I think that idea has legs, man.
yeah.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
some of this shit, like when you were saying, like if the kid throws a piñata stick at the whole crowd of kids, está malito. It's like
Yeah.
he's already showing behavior. That's to keep an eye on that motherfucker.
Yeah, like that's
You can
dangerous.
prevent some shit.
You know what I'm saying? It's because like they don't know. It's like some of them don't know what is right from wrong sometimes, and that's because that's because they just don't know. They don't know nothing from nothing. Like their parents or something. They're so busy because now everybody's busy. Like everybody got a job. Everybody like they don't keep an eye on their kid. And they don't give them that attention.
Hey,
you know what I'm saying?
Meanwhile, we're podcasting. And, then,
My baby. That's why I'm telling you what time is it? Because
Because I'm gonna tell you why,
usually
man.
my babysitter works from 9 to
This is what I see
5, 9 to
Oh,
6.
you're
It's now
right.
9 to 7. She's gonna be like, excuse me.
Am I working shift work?
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna tell you this, man. 90% of the fucking time, I see a family, and they don't want to deal with the kid. They just give them their phone
screen time.
and the screen time all the time. Every time I see it, even when they go to like birthday party, they don't even want to get on the jumpy thing. They don't even want to get on the bounce house.
Wow.
Man, to me, the bounce house was the shit. You know what I'm saying? We try to destroy it and then come back to it.
Real
and then,
talk though, if you had a bouncy at your birthday party, you're like, damn, their parents have money.
For sure.
Yeah,
Right?
Because
Because I ain't never had no damn bouncy.
Shit,
We're
We
doing that
went
for
to
the
Bear
twins.
Creek Park.
Yeah, right? Park. That's all we did.
We all chipped in for it. I remember, man, for my birthday party, I was 13, man. I had a job. And I had to pay for my own birthday party.
Oh my god.
She was, my mom goes
Savage. Your parents are savages. I need
my
some
mo-
tips.
This is
Mijo,
what my.
what do you want for your birthday?
Yeah.
I want this as it is.
Oh,
Pues
okay, pues
págalo
no,
tú.
no, pues dame unos $100 y yo te lo hago.
I'll go get it for you.
I
That's
was
got
like,
legs
yeah.
too, right there. That's
Yeah.
hilarious.
That is that's what happened. My mom would come up to me and say, Junior, ¿qué quieres que te haga para tu cumpleaños? ¿Te hago un mole o te hago un menudo?
Porque ahorita está en especial.
Because I love menudo, man. I love my mom's menudo, and it's nice. And she goes, no, pues
It's nice.
no, pues dame unos $100 y yo te lo hago. I'm like, man, how am I gonna pay for my own birthday?
I'm 13.
I'm 13 years old, man. How am I gonna pay for my own birthday? You got to pay for my birthday. You know, it's
That's
like it's supposed to be a
hilarious.
surprise, and it was just like that in my house, man. It's just almost everybody paid for their own birthday, man.
Well, we want to hear more of these observations on
Yeah,
stage.
yeah.
Make sure
Yeah.
y'all follow him at Midnite Comedy, MIDNITE,
Yeah,
because he just got his GED.
come on now.
And thank you guys for listening. Please tell a friend if you
Don't
enjoyed.
forget, mention your giveaway, Midnight again. We're trying
Don't
to get
forget,
to
man.
10,000 followers.
We
And
trying to
Midnight is at what right now? 5,000?
5,400 something.
Okay, so giveaway at the 10,000 follower will get Midnight's new merch that's being released
Yes.
next month, right?
Next month, it's gonna be released, and
So you'll
whoever
get it
gets
before anybody else does.
Come on now.
And don't forget about our giveaway.
Our giveaway.
audibletrial.com/. What did he said?
Go to audibletrial.com
Which,
/.
confession, I actually tried an Audible book today. And
Ah.
that's what I've been listening to.
Oh.
Yours, so.
Which
Yeah.
one?
It
it's
sounded
the-
freaky.
No,
It
it's
sounded real
Oh, like
well,
50 Shades of Grey
she
freaky?
kind of talks about no. It's the lady from that book that I told y'all about. That her name. She's got that. If you need to cry, go outside.
What?
Remember, David told us about the book. So anyway, she's like a big PR person, and so she's. Her name's Kelly. I don't really know how to pronounce her last name.
Catrone.
Okay.
Catrone. So I'm obsessed with her, right? But I watched her reality show.
Oh.
I didn't know that she had books out until David told me. So the one I really want isn't available on Audible. So I did this other one, but she's talking about some crazy shit where she's talking about like how we just don't talk to kids about sex and how kids are going to porn to discover what sex is.
That's what messed me up too.
That's kind of crazy.
And
Yeah.
so
That
she's
messed me up,
like,
too.
so she said like, it was funny. She was in a situation where she was having dinner at her favorite Italian restaurant. The waiter who's always waited on her, right? She's known him for years. He was like, my daughter really wants to meet you. He's like, you know, she's a big fan of yours. Would you please take the time to talk to her? And he was like, she's like, I really don't do that. She's like, but her dad has always been nice to me. So how the fuck am I going to be saying no? Although that she says that's her favorite word in the English language. Anyway, so she sits down and talks to her. So she's like, so here I am. I'm thinking she's about to try to pick my brain. She basically asks her how to give a hand job.
Whoa.
Wait, who asked who what?
The little girl asked this lady,
Oh
like,
my
how do you
God.
give a hand job?
How old is this little
She's
girl?
14. So, but wait, listen. See, this is exactly what the thing that
How
she
you
talks
not gonna
about.
know how to get a hand
No,
job?
but this is the thing that she talks about. That's the thing. We immediately, you just got judgy. What? But the thing is that as women, you know, you're taught to like, okay, well, that's what he wants to do. So what do I do to please him? Because that's my boyfriend and, you know, blah, blah, blah. Well, she wasn't ready to have sex. So she felt like the alternative was to like, well, let me give him a hand job because that's an alternative to sex, right? I don't want him to like do that to me. So she's like, so that's how she got the truth out of her. She's like, what makes you think, why a hand job? Like, I'm so confused as to like why you want to do that. You know what I'm saying? Like versus sex. And so she talks about like how the generation we live in, it's like we no longer taught them about, we don't teach children about the magic of sex between you and the person you love. Rather, you're going to porn. She's like, that's just FYI, that's not what happens in real life. Like someone's just not going to shove, you know, unless you're doing it for a video or, you know, and it's like, and then she talks about like, talk to your partner about more than likely your partner, both of y'all, not just the male, but the female also has some kind of fantasy, but both you guys are afraid to probably speak about it because you don't want to be judged by your partner. So you kind of like keep it to yourself, but mentally when you're having sex, that's probably what you're fantasizing about and what you're actually doing. Like you're probably like imagining that while you're having sex with your partner.
I feel like your mind is more nastier when than the actual sex thing. Like your mind can make you. Never mind.
Audible. We want to thank our partners at audible.com because they're supporting the podcast because we want to hook up listeners. You guys, we want to reward you for listening. So it's a $100 gift card you can use for back to school. Use it on whatever you need or want. And all you have to do is no purchase necessary. All you have to do is go and download a book of your choice. For example, Trevor Noah, he has a book out that I listen to. It's called Born a Crime. He reads it. Another one of my favorite comedians, Sebastian Maniscalco, he has a book called Stay Hungry, and he also narrates it. That's just a couple examples, but it's like 180,000
titles.
options.
The book, in case anyone cares to know which book it is that I'm reading, it's called Normal Gets You Nowhere.
Normal Gets You Nowhere.
And by downloading Marisol's selection here, which is an interesting selection, you can qualify, and you have to tell us.
Yeah, so all you got to do is screenshot the book that you chose to download, email it to whatdidhesaidpodcast@gmail.com. So the screenshot of the book, your email that you used to actually get the book with the free trial, and then why you chose that book.
And then and don't forget, guys, if you have been to one of the shows and we've run out of your size and one of our merch, Latino as Fuck items, please be sure to log on to the website at chingobling.com, and we have a, is it 10%? 10% discount code, which is WDHS. Yeah.
Only for podcast listeners.
Only for podcast listeners, so exclusive to you guys, so be sure you log on. We have some pretty cool merch. Remember, it's exclusive. Once this tour is over, we take it off, and, you know, it's no longer available, so you have a very exclusive piece.
And for a very limited time, the baubles are up there as well.
Question. That merch is going away as soon as the tour's over? That sounds like what you just said. We don't know about that part. But anyway.
Well, that's usually how we do it, but I guess if you want to keep it.
We've never had our tour merch online.
Oh.
Well, no, I'm saying on tour we get rid of, we no longer like.
Oh, a new year, new tour.
Right.
Yeah. But we only have like 5 cities left, and it was a lot of work getting this thing off the ground, and it's still not all the way off the ground, so that's scary. Anyway, Midnite, thank you, man. We're going to hang out all weekend.
Don't forget my Snapchat Premium. It's $9.99 a month.
Yeah.
A week.
Boyfriend shout-outs.
Boyfriend shout-outs and everything.
And you twerk on there. Let them know how you
do
twerk.
FaceTime, you know what I'm saying?
The duffel.
I do one leg. I got the duffel in there. I'll unzip it for you. So, yeah.
Ass everywhere.
Hey.
Thank you, guys. Y'all be safe. Take care of yourselves. Peace.